When challenging conditions arise, we don't back down. We up our game. We outpace the competition. Keep you ahead of adversity. We keep you equipped and bring you solutions that hit close to home. Channel leads the field so you can rise above. See how at channel.com/rise.
For us, life is full of choices, big and small. They define us, make us who we are. And when it comes time for you to choose a car, home, your next big adventure, or start a new business, Farmers Union Insurance has the variety of coverage options to protect each perfect moment. Farmers Union Insurance. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
The folks at Tyler Farm Supply understand that farming is hard work, and that's why they only offer durable and reliable short-line farm equipment that you can depend on. Whether you're a small-scale farmer or manage a large operation, they have the tools that you need to get the job done quickly and efficiently. Plus, with their competitive pricing and financing options, Tyler Farm Supply makes it easy for you to get the equipment you need without breaking the bank. Give them a call today, 701-642-8827.
Every business begins with an idea. With dedication, hard work, and high-speed broadband, that idea can grow into something giant. The member organizations that form BAND are proud to support North Dakota businesses every step of the way, from the soil to the stadium. The Broadband Association of North Dakota, helping North Dakotans grow bright ideas into big business.
Superior Builders in Breckenridge specializes in post-frame buildings with 25 years worth of knowledge and experience in the post-frame industry. Licensed and insured, Superior Builders offers pre-engineered commercial buildings, farm shops, hobby buildings, and storage buildings. Superior Builders also offers a 40-year paint warranty and lifetime column warranty. Superior Builders in Breckenridge, building your dream to last. 701-238-7740. That's 701-238-7740.
Wahpeton Deli and Eatery, serving delicious deli staples paired with great service and friendly staff. They use the best ingredients and provide a great atmosphere. If you have an office party or an at-home celebration, Wahpeton Deli and Eatery can help with your next event. And now you can order online for in-store pickup. Check it out at wahpetondeliandeatery.com or call 642-3639.
With Motors in Wahpeton, we make sure that when you need a vehicle, we'll find the perfect one that matches your lifestyle and budget. Like the eye-catching Chevy Equinox, the powerful, always dependable Chevy Silverado, or the rugged, hard-working GMC Sierra. Since 1960, Smith Motors has provided an excellent automotive buying experience. From low-pressure sales to high-quality service, our customers always come first. Find your new Chevrolet or GMC today at Smith Motors. Small-town friendly, big-town deals.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Cowboy Field here in Breckenridge, Minnesota. We have some Minnesota Section 6A football playoff action here between the home team, the Breckenridge Cowboys, and the visitors, the Parker's Prairie Panthers. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Three Borders Sports Network. I'm Joe Schreiner, and he is Brian Watson, B-Dub. welcome back, buddy.
Are you ready for some football?
Are you ready for some football? If I could sing, I'd sing that for you, but I'm not going to do that.
Yeah, let's not do that.
All right, welcome again, everybody, to Three Borders Sports Network, and those of you watching on Red River Communications Cable Channel 28, our own dedicated cable channel to Three Borders Sports Networks, and we try to go live with everything that we do, and sometimes when we double up, we've got to pick and choose. But this afternoon, we've got a 2 o'clock game here, and it is a semifinal action between the number 2 Breckenridge Cowboys and the number 3 Parker's Prairie Panthers. A 2 o'clock game. Also at 2 o'clock today, the number 1 seed West Central will be taking on the number 5 seed New York Mills. So football all over Minnesota this afternoon after the Tuesday first-round games.
It should be a good football game. These two met earlier in the season right here on this field, and the Cowboys came out with a 2-point victory, and it was a hard-fought battle. And at the time of that game, we kind of mentioned sort of in jest that these two teams could play again. It could be a playoff matchup, and here we are in the semifinal. Two teams vying to see who's going to go to the Dome.
Yeah, they are. And the Breckenridge Cowboys coming in here at 5-4 overall as the number 2 seed, and the Parker's Prairie Panthers coming in at 6-3. Very close, Brian, in the QRF rankings between the two of them. And what the QRF ranking was Breckenridge was a 24 QRF rank. Parker's Prairie was the 23, but I think that I'm not trying to outguess the QRF people, but I think it was because of the head-to-head matchup that Breckenridge won, and they got the home seed, the higher seed, I should say.
Yeah, you have to give some advantage to that win that the Cowboys had earlier in the season, and that gave them the higher seed, and these two teams could easily be flipped. We could be on the road today, so it's going to be an even matchup, and I'm expecting a really good football game today.
Back on September 27th, these two teams met, and as Brian said, it was a 14-12 victory for the Cowboys. And again, Brian, it was just a missed opportunity for PATs for the Parker's Prairie Panthers, and Breckenridge had one 2-point conversion to make it 14-12, and that was the difference maker in the game.
Yeah, that was the difference in the game. Parker's Prairie just couldn't put it in on the point after try, and Breck was able to get one successful. And then that was a game where I think the Cowboys turned it over a couple times and gave Parker's Prairie a chance to score. And I don't know, Breck's going to have to take care of the football today. They're going to have to be able to stop the run. And we'll see if they can be consistent on offense. They have a big running attack, but they also have some receivers with 4 and 5 on the outside with Roberts and Levi Christensen that can do some damage out there. So we'll have to see if they mix in the pass a little bit more instead of sticking to that ground game that the Cowboys have.
You mentioned the turnovers that the Cowboys had in the first meeting, Brian. I rewatched some of that game this morning just to try and study up here a little bit again. The Cowboys in their first 2 drives turned it over on fumbles just inside Parker's Prairie territory. And one was maybe a mishandle between Erlinson and Vogelbacher. And Parker's Prairie unable to capitalize on those 2 turnovers, but right away in the beginning of the game.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to turn the ball over. You want to win that turnover battle if you can. And Breckenridge will be at full strength today, too. That's another issue, I think, in the first game. They weren't 100% full. And we'll see if that gives them the edge. I think they come into this game with a little bit of confidence having won that first matchup. But I think in the back of your head, you got to know that, hey, this is a good football team on the other side of the ball. Absolutely. We're going to have to be near perfect in order to get out of here and make our way to the Dome.
All right, and then in the first game, Brian, Paul Armitage had 43 yards rushing. Erlinson had 57 yards. Vogelbacher 50 yards. So we're kind of looking for the Cowboys to also run the ball a little bit today. However, Vogelbacher was also 8 of 11 for 123 yards in that first meeting.
Like I said, Breckenridge got that run game that they can put to full effect, and then if they can get everything else mixed in there and just execute, and not have any penalties that are going to set you back or extend drives for the other team, or they're going to kill drives for you. It's playoff football, and you've got to have everything on point. And hopefully, I think both teams are going to be ready. That's why I think it's just going to be a good, solid high school football game today.
It's a beautiful Saturday afternoon here at Three Borders Sports Network, Breckenridge, Minnesota. The Cowboys hosting Parker's Prairie here in Section 6A football tournament action here. We're going to take a break, and when we come back, we will have more of our Yield Advantage pregame show. Yield Advantage your precision planting sales and service center for the Southern River Valley. We'll be right back.
I'm here to personally invite you
to join First Community Credit Union.
I know what you're thinking.
Oh no, not another financial.
Aren't they all the same?
No, not really. We're a credit union.
When you join FCCU, you become part owner.
All the money we make, cha-ching, gets reinvested back to you, our members.
Which goes back to you in the form of
great rates
and less fees.
So come see why
life is better with community at First Community Credit Union.
Yield Advantage is proud to support our local Twin Town teams. They'd like to remind farmers that the Yield Advantage team is ready to help you get the W next planting season. They can help get your equipment in game shape with upgrades large and small. Yield Advantage is your local precision planting premier dealer. From row cleaners to closing wheels, seed meters to liquid fertilizer systems, and everything in between. If you want to give yourself a competitive edge next season, contact Yield Advantage today.
A local insurance team ready to serve you. American Family Insurance, Miller & Associates, providing home, auto, life, farm, and business insurance. As residents of your community, they understand how important it is to be there for you, their trusted friends and neighbors. Together, they're building strong partnerships that help everyone succeed. American Family Insurance, Miller & Associates, a proud supporter of high school athletics.
And we hope to see you at American Family Insurance, Miller & Associates.
Since 1941, Minn Kota Ag Products has been helping farmers with their agricultural needs. The farming industry has expanded at great lengths, and Minn Kota Ag Products is there to provide farmers with their entire chemical, fertilizer, seed, and grain elevator needs. They also offer deep band tillage, chemical application, and fertilizer application, just to name a few. For market access at your fingertips and information essential to your farm operation, download the Minn Kota Ag Products app. Minn Kota Ag Products, proud to be a partner in your farm operation since 1941.
20 years of experience, Dr. Andrea at Hornstein Family Chiropractic is certified in pediatrics and pregnancy, seeing children of all ages daily. Start your pregnancy out right with a correcting postural adjustment to help with daily activities and also give you a better night's sleep. Continued chiropractic care throughout your pregnancy can potentially help for an easier labor and delivery of your new little one. Call Hornstein Family Chiropractic today at 701-672-1300 for an appointment, or request an appointment online at hornsteinfamilychiropractic.com. Dr. Andrea Hornstein, helping your family grow up healthy.
Insurance is an important safety net for your family, your home, and your business. Carlson Family Insurance Agency is your local auto owner's insurance provider. At Carlson Family Insurance, they work for their clients, not the companies. Customer service and satisfaction is their #1 goal. Give Carlson Family Insurance a call for all of your personal, farm, business, and crop insurance needs. 701-672-6002 or at cfiagency.com. Carlson Family Insurance, your auto owner's insurance agent.
Powerful and playful. Delicate and precise. Bold and carefree. It's the way you move, and it moves us. To deliver care for your whole family. To provide options beyond the expected. To help you leave pain in the past and find your way forward. Orthopedics and sports medicine at Sanford Health. Health lives here.
Welcome back to our Yield Advantage pregame show. Yield Advantage is the precision planting sales and service center for the Southern Red River Valley. And we want to thank all of our sponsors, of course, for helping us bring you these broadcasts, and especially Red River Communications and Cable Channel 28. Thanks for stepping up and being our partner, and we appreciate everything that they do for us as well. Please tell our sponsors thank you, because without them, this would not be possible. So, again, we want to thank all of our sponsors. Brian, again, we've got Section 6A football here, number 2 seed, and the number 3 seed, the Parker's Prairie Panthers coming to town here in an afternoon football tilt-tier Minnesota High School Football League.
Yeah, this side of the bracket working out the way that they drew it up with the 2 and the 3. But on the other side of the bracket, you've got West Central area, the number 1, and then you've got the number 5, New York Mills. So a little wonky on the other side. 2 good football teams. New York Mills, a team the Cowboys are very familiar with, having doing battle with them in the playoffs for several years. So we'll have to see what happens on the other side of the bracket. But first, the order of business is to get things done here at home, and then see if you can get on that bus and make your way to Fargo.
Then you mentioned the 1 and 5 seed on the other side of the bracket, Brian, and the winner's going to the Fargo Dome next Friday at 12:30. If the Cowboys make it, we will be there, and we'll be broadcasting the game here for Three Borders Sports Network. So if the Cowboys do succeed and win today, we will be there. But one of the interesting things, Brian, I want to just bring up here in Section 6A volleyball, the north side for the girls, the Breckenridge Cowgirls were the number 1 seed. They also faced the number 5 seed New York Mills. So it's kind of funny. The number 1 Breckenridge Cowboys faced the number 5 seed New York Mills in volleyball. So the 5 seeds successful in volleyball and football.
Like I said, the 2 schools, the 2 programs, they've kind of knocked heads here the last couple years in different sports, and it's becoming a bit of a rivalry. We'll have to see what happens today to see if they end up meeting again. But it's been the Cowboys, Cowgirls, and the Eagles that have been running into each other in the playoffs here.
Yeah, it's been an interesting time here, I guess. And then, like you said, West Central up there in the number 1 seed, and again, it's a familiar foe for the Cowboys. They did not play them during the regular season at all, but they did see them in the last couple of postseason games.
Yeah, whether it's been here, they've played here, they've played in New York Mills, they've played at the Dome. I mean, it's just kind of been all over the place, and it's becoming a bit of a rivalry, and we'll have to wait and see what happens here today. To get to the section semifinal here for Parker's Prairie, they played Brandon Evansville Ashby, and they won that game 62-6. So they found some offense in that one there against Brandon Evansville Ashby. I think we had talked about that the first time these 2 teams met, the number of points that Parker's has put on the board. And being able to do that coming into this game, that's something that the Cowboys have looked at. And they're going to have to try and do their best to hold this team to low points again and not give up those big plays, because that's a backbreaker there. If you give up those big plays, limit those penalties too as well, and you can keep that scoring down. Don't give them any extra opportunities, and then you have to take care of business when you have the ball.
All righty, let's take care of business, and we're going to take care of a little business here for about 2 minutes. We're going to take a short break, and we'll be back for our Miller & Associates American Family Insurance starting lineups. That gives you the Yield Advantage pregame show. Yield Advantage, the Precision Planting Sales and Service Center for the Southern River Valley. We'll be right back in 2 minutes.
State Engineering, our business is about connections. We connect people to water, communities to counties, and counties to the rest of the world. Our work connects main streets to interstates, and yesterday with the potential of tomorrow. With over 40 years of connecting, our experience and expertise are thanks to the clients we have earned, the trust we have built, and the connections we have made. Interstate Engineering, the professionals you need, the people you trust.
Getting you back to what you love. We are Optimum Rehab. For over a decade, Dr. Tony Eggeman has provided physical therapy services for the people of Wahpeton, Breckenridge, and surrounding communities. We're a small practice that sees our patients as individuals. Through hands-on techniques, our patients have their treatment plans tailored to their exact needs. Sprains, sore muscles, back pain, achy joints, rehab following surgery, you name it. Optimum Rehab is your answer. When you need exceptional physical therapy, you need Optimum Rehab.
Comdell Innovation is now hiring production technicians for a variety of shifts with opportunities to make $20 or more per hour. Work in a clean, climate-controlled facility. Second shift, 4 10-hour days, every weekend off, 3:30 p.m. to 2 a.m. and 4-crew rotation, straight days 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. or straight nights 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. Apply in person or online at ComdelInnovation.com. Comdel Innovation of Wahpeton, an employee-owned company.
Welcome back to Three Borders Sports Network, and those of you watching on Red River Communications Cable Channel 28, welcome back to Minnesota State High School League football action, the semifinals for Section 6A, and we're about ready to get things started here with our Miller & Associates American Family Insurance starting lineups and our national anthem, soon to be introduced here by our PA announcer at Breckenridge Cowboy Field, would be Art Gracco, and he's about ready to go on here in about 17 seconds. So I got 17 seconds to fill here, B-Dub.
You got anybody you want to say hi to?
Hi, everybody.
There you go.
We appreciate all our fans. Also, don't forget, we got Cowgirl Volleyball on Tuesday from Fergus Falls. Art's waiting for triple zeros, and here are the triple zeros, and Art is now ready. So here's our PA announcer, Art Gracco.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Breckenridge High School. We thank you for your attendance and for your support of the student-athletes competing this afternoon. We'd like to extend a warm welcome to the players, coaches, and fans from Parker's Prairie. Breckenridge High School encourages positive sportsmanship and behavior at all of our activities. Please encourage players and coaches with positive comments and acts. Please respect the decisions of our contest officials. What you say and do during the contest reflects on your team, school, and community. Enjoy the game by being a good sport. The officials for the afternoon game, Darwin Bachman, Dalton Carlson, Rod Engel, Chris Ellingson, and Mike Martin. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's meet some starting lineups. First, for our visitors on the scoreboard, Parker's Prairie Panthers and their offensive unit. At tackle, a junior, number 68, Zach Kepp. At guard, a junior, number 55, Trevor Rounds. At center, a sophomore, number 54, Arwin Dobrats. At guard, a senior, number 76, Orrin Hart. At tackle, a senior, number 66, Jackson Hubling. At fullback, a senior, number 32, Joe Johnson. At running back, a junior, number 20, Isaac Ruckheim. At tight end, a senior, number 5, Nolan Steidel. At running back, a senior, number 10, Mason Basil. At wide receiver, a senior, number 11, Ben Wagner. And at quarterback, a senior, number 15, Chavis Wendt. Coaches, Mike Johnson, Darby Carlson, Eli Gazelle, Brady Yurgo, Lloyd Allen, David Holm, Blake Atticus, and Bennett Arsenault. And now, let's meet the offensive starters for your Breckenridge Cowboys. At tackle, a senior, number 56, Eli Butts. At guard, a junior, number 54, Tegan Abel. At center, a junior, number 50, Henry Sledadall. At guard, a sophomore, number 71, Tucker Schneider. At tackle, a sophomore, number 55, Connor Ernst. At tight end, a junior, number 5, Levi Christensen. At wide receiver, a junior, number 4, Cooper Roberts. At wide receiver, a senior, number 7, J.D. Gomez. At running back, a junior, number 20, Gabe Armitage. At running back, a senior, number 33, Paul Armitage. And at quarterback, a senior, number 3, Trey Vogelbacher. Coaches, Carson Yagi, Jordan Christensen, Joel Herder, Eric Erlinson, Michael McCall, Josh Nordick, and Noah Brendan. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask everybody to please rise. Remove your cap or hat, face the flag on the northeast corner of the football field as we honor America and our veterans, both past and present, with the playing of the national anthem.
There you go. There's your national anthem as we honor America and our military veterans, past and present, at home and abroad. Thank you for everything you do to provide the great things we have in this country. The Miller & Associates American Family Insurance starting lineups, offering home, life, business, and farm insurance for your needs. Miller & Associates American Family Insurance. Our first kick will be brought to you by Tyler Farm Supply, your shortline farm equipment dealer since 1985, located in beautiful, scenic downtown Tyler, North Dakota. I finally got yards trained on where Tyler, North Dakota was.
Really?
Too. Yeah.
I always, when I say that, I always have to make sure that I don't say Tyler, Texas.
Or Tyler, Minnesota. There's one of those too, but Tyler, Texas is a little bigger than both of those two put together.
That's right.
Yep. So, again, Tyler Farm Supply, our first kick sponsor. B-Dub, I think we're in for a dandy here today.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a good football game, and this thing might come down to the last possession.
It just might. Again, the number 2 and the number 3 seeds here in the bracket. These two met earlier in the season, back on September 27th, and it was a 14-12, a difference of 2 missed extra points there by the Parker's Prairie Panthers, and 1 successful 2-point conversion by the Cowboys. So that's your difference between the two. Paul Armitage had a rushing touchdown and a PAT, and here comes Cooper Roberts with the Tyler Farm Supply first kick, and that one's going to bounce up over the head and secured back there deep at about the 24-yard line or wherever it ended up there, and that was secured by Shane Hansen.
And our scoreboard is it is on. It's just with the sun and where the scoreboard is in the stadium, it's a little bit difficult to see. So we'll try and keep you updated on the time and the score as well.
We adjusted that thing. Shh, don't tell anybody.
Yeah, don't tell anybody, but it looks like it didn't stay, though.
I don't think it did. But anyway, here we go. It's 1st and 10 for the Panthers at the 26-yard line. Handoff goes the other way around the left side, and Cooper Roberts pushes the runner down. They say, and it's a fumble. Cowboys think they got the ball back.
That was Basil on the carry.
And they did not get the ball recovered, so it's going to be Cooper Roberts on the tackle and a gain of about 5 yards. So it'll be 2nd and 5 for the Panthers. The Cowboys thought they had that one.
Yeah, a good 5-yard gain to start off the game here. Yeah, we saw a lot of Basil in that first game.
Yeah, we did, didn't we? Checking out over on the far side is Wagner. He was a good receiver in the first game between these two, too. I don't have the stats from that game for the Panthers, but I remember calling his name a few times. In motion, going the other way. Wentz spins around, and he'll hand it off and gets the ball over to the running back. Again, that's Gavin Basil, and he's close to a first down, if not a first down.
J.D. Gomez in there on the tackle.
And they are moving the chains. Speaking of the chains, how about this? I bet you didn't know this.
I do know this.
this chain gang over across the way over there.
All-star chain gang over there. They're going to be heading to the state tournament.
Yeah, how about that? Getting to do a couple of games down at U.S. Bank Stadium.
Yeah, they're doing the semifinals.
Yeah.
So the chain crew, A1.
Getting some recognition. Good for them. Congratulations to those guys. You knew that.
I did. I got some inside information.
All right. Chavis went in the backfield, and he's going to be tackled for a loss there. Looked like Sledadal in there for the Cowboys.
And there was either some motion there or a pulling guard, and the quarterback tripped over him and went down. The ball came out, but he was down first.
I'm going to give Sledadal a little credit for that one. Kai McDonald also close to the play.
Sledadal was active in that first game. He spent a lot of time in that backfield.
I do see Tegan Abel. He was injured in the last game here for the Cowboys that we covered, and he is on the sidelines walking around with his uniform on as that carry goes up the middle. And a carry there of about 12 yards. It's going to be close to a first down. It'll be 3rd and short.
Yeah, Joseph Panthers. Johnson right up the middle there. And here's that running attack of the Panthers in full effect here early.
So 3rd and 2.
3rd and about 2 for the Panthers.
Panthers in kind of a wing T formation here. Got a couple of wings in the formation. Fullback, running back behind, in motion, and the fullback up front gets the handoff, and the Cowboys stuff it at the line of scrimmage. They're trying to push the pile forward, but not quite enough for a first down. It'll be 4th and very short.
Yeah, picked up about a half a yard there. Going to leave about 4th and 1. And here we come to the first big defensive down of the game. See if the Cowboys can turn the Panthers over here. 4th and 1.
And Wendt comes back to the huddle. Looks like they might go for it here, Brian.
Yeah, they're going to go for it here.
Yep, they are. Watch the hard count here. Splitting out to the near side here is Steidel. Wendt in the backfield, and there they got him.
There it is. They got him.
Henry Sledadal jumped across.
Yeah, we talked about penalties in the pregame show. Yep. And the Panthers are able to draw the Cowboys there to pick up the first down. You just got to watch the ball there.
Yeah, when you're just one man off from the ball, you should be able to see the ball go. And unfortunately, Henry was listening to the quarterback's cadence.
Yeah, you just have to turn your ears off and just look at the ball, and you go on the movement.
Nose of the ball right at midfield stripe, 50-yard line. One receiver split out to the near side. Wendt hands it off to the runner. That's Mason Basil, and he's going to get tackled. Maybe even, his forward progress, he's going to get about a half a yard.
Looks like he got just back to the line of scrimmage there.
So it's going to be 2nd and 9.5. Wagner will check out. There's that big number 68. I remember talking about him last time. Zach
we did.
Oh, boy, that boy takes up some space. 6'7", 290. Wendt under center. In motion, Ruckheim. And they go up the middle there. And again, the Cowboys stout on defense and pushing back Johnson.
So they've made some adjustments here after the first couple first downs here. They've been able to close up those gaps now, and Johnson doesn't have that running room.
Shane Hansen checks in here at running back.
So now a 3rd and 8 here. And this is where you don't want to give up that big play. You want to have them make a decision here on 4th down.
Remember, the nose of the ball was right on the 50.
They might go to the air here. They got a shotgun this time.
Fake the handoff. Pass across the middle is complete. And the pass was completed to Steidel right at about the 37-yard line, so it'll be a 1st and 10 for the Parkers Prairie Panthers.
Yeah, well executed there, play action, and just a little slant in the seam there and able to pick up the first down.
Right inside the 38-yard line, so we'll call it 37.5, 38-yard line.
Yeah, we talked about not giving up the big play. Now, that's not a huge one, but that's a big first down that the Panthers gained there.
Kind of a wobbly duck into the wind, but
yeah, the wind is blowing. It's a little bit cross.
You can probably hear it through our microphone.
Coming out of the south there.
There goes Mason Basil around the outside on the reverse, and he's going to get in, and it will be a 38-yard touchdown run for Mason Basil.
Just use a little misdirection to get Basil on the reverse. He's able to get outside and get the edge, and he walks into the end zone for the touchdown, and the Panthers are on the board first.
38-yard run. Again, a little misdirection on that one, as Brian said, and Cowboys were caught off guard on that one, and the Panthers strike first here with 6:37 to go here in the first quarter. Again, it's tough to see our clock.
Yeah, with that wing tee, that's what you can get. You can use those backs there, and you can get a lot of misdirection, some reverses, some counters, and the Panthers do it well there.
They're going to try and the 2-point conversion, and now they shift. And I think this is where they're going to run it to the right side. And this time it is to the right side. Did he get in? He did.
They say he'd get in. Mason Basil will get on the carry.
Yep.
A lot of confusion up there. And they get in and pick up the conversion.
So that will put the Panthers up 8-0 here at the 6:37 mark of the first quarter. They strike first. Cowboys will get the ball back on the kickoff when we return here on Three Borders Sports Network.
87, Red River Valley and Western Railroad has served North Dakota and Minnesota with over 500 miles of track. Red River Valley and Western handles shipping, freight car repair, storage options, and now transload services. With over 30 years of experience in the railroad industry, they know dependable service is what you strive for. Red River Valley and Western is proud to be a part of the community since 1987.
No matter what time of year, a farmer's relationship with Red River Grain Hefty Seed never changes. Red River Grain Hefty Seed works shoulder to shoulder with area farmers to attain the highest possible profit for you. Red River Grain Hefty Seed has been saving farmers money for years. For all your grain and agronomy needs, stop in or call the friendly staff at 643-3738 or visit them online at redrivergrain.com.
Lopez and Gomez deep and picked up at the 39-yard line and covered up there by Connor Ernst. He'll take it and ground it right away. So good field position here for the Cowboys to start out their next possession here.
Yeah, teams in high school do not kick that ball deep very often. It's usually either an onside kick, a little squib kick, try and kick it to the sideline. They just don't want to give up that big play.
I'm sorry, I said the 38, it's the 28, but they marked it at the 30. So Connor Ernst covered that one up safely. Trey Vogelbacher, he's got Paul Armitage to his left, and in motion goes J.D. Gomez. And a snap off to the side. Vogelbacher picks it up, and he's going to try and get back to the line of scrimmage and gets covered up there by the defense for a 2 or 3 yard loss.
So miscue on the first snap for the Cowboys, and they'll have to regroup after that one. Get that one out of the way, get things going, get those nerves shook off, and get back to business.
Thought I saw Trevor Rounds for the Panthers in on that one. Trevor Rounds, 6'2", 220 junior. So the Cowboys going to start out again here, and it's second and about 13. Vogelbacher will hand it off to Erlinson. He'll go around the right edge, make the corner, see a flag come in there, and it's right about at the spot of a holding call. It looks like Tegan Abel is back in the game for the Cowboys, which is a good thing, but I think the flag was thrown right at him.
Yeah, and you get the holding penalty. That's the second penalty on the Cowboys today.
So they'll mark that one off, or will they decline it? It would make it third and about 10, I think, if they declined it. Nope, they're going to mark it back. So it'll
take the yards and give them an extra play.
Yep.
Okay, after that penalty, it's
ball goes back to the 17-yard line.
Second and about 24.
They got to get to the 40, so second and 23, we'll say.
And you got 2 downs to do it, Joe. We talk about that all the time. You don't have to
couple of chunks.
Get it all back at once.
Again, Paul Armitage to the left. Vogelbacher in the gun. Split out to the near side is Cooper Roberts. High snap. Vogelbacher gets pressured, but he'll flip it off to Armitage on the screen. He'll get up across near the 30, and he's tackled there again in small chunks. Beat up.
Yeah, that was a good read. They pick up the blitz. Armitage just replaces the blitzer, and they're able to get him the ball in space, and he's able to run after the catch. And now, they're back to third down and about 11 here, which is better than what they would have been if they would have declined the penalty.
Correct. So it's third down and 11 here now for the Cowboys. holding penalty. Pushed him back a little bit. Vogelbacher takes the snap and the gun, fakes the handoff to Erlison. He keeps it himself, but he doesn't get much. Gets about 4 yards, and it'll be 4th and about 6 or 7 here for the Cowboys, and they'll send in the punt team.
Yeah, I think they wanted to try and see what they could pick up there and see if they can maybe go for it on 4th down. You know, we talked about in that first game about how much cushion they gave Cooper Roberts, and they're doing it here in this game as well. And we'll see if the Cowboys, you know, decide to take advantage of that if they can.
So back deep at about the 30-yard line for the Panthers will be Shane Hansen. Cooper Roberts back to punt. The Gunners come in to make a tight line at the offensive line. Cooper Roberts, right-footed kick, and he'll kick it toward the near sideline. Hansen's going to chase it backwards and is going to roll out of bounds. What a punt there by Cooper. He got the home roll there, Brian.
Yeah, he did. That was perfect, Joe. That ball was angled towards the sideline and then stayed in bounds. And, you know, the returner tried to get over there and see if he could get his hands on it. And he just short angled it, and it bounced over his head and kept rolling. Went out at about the 14-yard line.
So good kick there for Cooper Roberts. The ball is at the 18-yard line. No, excuse me, the 13-yard line. 13-yard line of the Panthers, so they got a long way to go here. We'll see what they do on their second possession. They scored. It's 8-0 here with 4:20 to go.
And the Cowboys had a chance to get a stop there and didn't. They gave the first down with the penalty.
In a reverse here, coming back toward us, Brian, and the ankle tackle missed by the Cowboys, and it's carried up to the 28-yard line, first down for the Panthers on a carry by Ruckheim.
Yeah, Ruckheim getting it on the reverse from Basil, an inside reverse that time. Some trap action on the line. Vogelbacher on the tackle, but the Cowboys are going to have to, you know, contain this offense, and right now the Panthers are just rolling.
Chavis Went, the quarterback, 6'3", 180 B-dub, and he's got some height on the boys too. So he walks up and he'll get underneath center, surveys the defense. Takes the snap and he'll hand it off to the up back, and that doesn't go very far. Cowboys sniff that one out on the carry by Johnson. So it'll be a gain of about 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
No, you'll need a stop here. See if you can put them in 3rd and long.
There has been one pass completed by the Panthers here for a first down. Wagner checks in from the sideline with the play, gives it to his quarterback, Went. Looks like they got some decorated helmets for some good plays or something, or successful plays, and Mr. Went has got a lot of extra decorations on his
I would
helmet.
say so. He plays on both sides of the ball, and that helmet is tatted up.
Wing formation on the right side. Went takes a snap, and a counter coming to the near side here is Mason Basil, and he'll get pushed back. And it'll be 3rd and long again, B-Dub. So that's what you would ask for there just before the play, and that's what you got from the defense.
Yeah, you get what you want there. You're going to keep them in 3rd and somewhat long here. And now you've got to be alert here. You know they can put the ball in the air, and you got to be ready for any misdirection that they've been successful with too as well.
Chavis Went comes back in with the play. He's got the huddle. There's 2 minutes, 20 seconds remaining here. Again, the sun's shining on our clock. We got the clock is on, but now we got whistles.
Get a timeout here.
They are taking a timeout. So we'll take a timeout as well. Carlson Family Insurance timeout. Anytime's a good time to see Eric and the crew. 2nd Avenue, downtown Wahpeton. Customer service and satisfaction is their #1 goal. We'll be right back in 30 seconds.
At the Amanda Frederick State Farm Agency, we do our best to make insurance a little less insurance-y for you. Hi, this is Amanda, your local State Farm agent. You've probably seen our team out and about volunteering in the community, participating in local events, and just doing our all-around best to support and encourage a healthy, vibrant community. Stop into our office sometime and find out why we've been consistently voted best insurance agency in the Valley and why State Farm has been a trusted household name in insurance for 100 years. We hope to meet you soon.
Welcome back to Cowboy Field. Joe Schreiner, Brian Watson, Camden Yards, Kelson down on the camera down below us here, and doing a fine job on a breezy day here in Breckenridge. It's a nice, comfortable day. Temperature in the 50s. Sunny day, but a strong wind out of the southeast. Went turns around on 3rd and long, and he'll hand it off, and the Cowboys with pressure. And I don't know if there was any forward progress made there on that carry by Ruckheim, but if any, it was very little.
Yeah, the Panthers come back with just a straight trap, and the Cowboys are ready for it, cover up that hole and put them in 4th down, and we'll see if they kick it away here. They're going to be kicking into the wind.
Yeah, so the tandem of Riley Kappas and J.D. Gomez standing at their own 40, so only about 22 yards off the line of scrimmage. Now they're backing up about 5 more yards.
Got to watch the fake here.
Into punt is Johnson, and he is going to kick it away. And low line driver. J.D. Gomez picks it up at the 36, tries to dance around, and he gets met right away there on the tackle by Shane Hansen.
Yeah, J.D.'s just got to take off there and get going. And just you can see that ball kind of wobble in the wind. And a tough kick there, a good kick into the wind. And the Cowboys get nothing on the return.
So good coverage there by the Panthers. Will bring up 1st and 10 now for the Cowboys. Ball at their own 38-yard line on the near hash. J.D. Gomez, Cooper Roberts will split out to the right side. Paul Armitage in the backfield.
Again, you got a big cushion on Cooper.
The handoff goes to Paul Armitage across the 40, across the 45 to the 46. It'll be 2nd and short. They're whistling it dead. Is he saying it's a 1st down?
Right at the marker.
Wow. Okay.
And just
they're going to give it
half yard here.
He signaled 1st down on this one. The chains haven't moved yet.
Nope, they didn't move it. He's about a half, just the nose of the football. I think I'm going to measure that.
Yeah, he signaled. And
I think that's what the sideline is saying.
Yeah.
They're saying, hey, he signaled 1st down. Why didn't they move the sticks?
Exactly. Josh Nordic said and I saw it too. He waved, stopped the clock, said held up one finger and said 1st down.
I'm surprised they're not going to measure. They're going to keep it 2nd down, and it is very close. The ball is short of the yardage marker, and you've got the line judge over there on the other side who's right by the sticks.
Yep. Josh Nordic was in the referee's ear, and I think he finally told Josh to settle down. And anyway, to no matter, as Gabe Armitage will take it across the 50-yard line to near the 46 of the Panthers, and the Cowboys in Panther territory.
Yeah, you're getting back to what you do. I think the jitters have been worked out. That first drive, they just didn't look in sync, and they look like the Cowboy football team of normal here now.
Riley Kappas checks in now. Erlinson comes out. Gomez and Roberts split out wide to the left here again.
I really would like to see him take advantage. That's a, 15-yard cushion on Cooper?
It's very large. Kappas will hand it off to Paul Armitage, and he'll get up maybe a carry of 2 yards. It'll be 2nd and long for the Cowboys.
I mean, it doesn't have to be anything. It could just be, he could stop and just throw it to him, just a screen right away, and there's nobody there.
Yep.
He's going to pick up 5 yards before they meet each other.
As Erlinson checks in now for Paul Armitage. It'll be 2nd and 9 for the Cowboys. Ball right at the 45-yard line of the Panthers. Again, same formation coming up. This time Erlinson to the left of Riley Kappas. There's a whistle and a time is called, and it's at the end of the quarter. I'm sorry, folks, it is the end of the quarter. And your score here on the Farmers Union Insurance scoreboard, it's the Panthers 8, the Cowboys 0, and the Cowboys making a little bit of a march here. Stay with us. We'll be right back for quarter number 2.
At OSPTI, our focus is on each individual's therapy needs, whether it be for speech, occupational, or physical therapy services. I'm Becky, a physical therapist at OSPTI, and I love being able to provide that personal care to each person that we see with clinics in Breckenridge, Hankinson, and Fergus Falls. You don't have to travel very far from home. From infants to athletes to adults, you can request OSPTI to meet your therapy goals.
Any bank can tell you they have a rock-solid commitment to agriculture. Bell can prove it. To this day, Every Bell Bank branch is partially built with rocks we've picked from our founder's farm. But our roots in ag have grown more than a few offices. They've shaped who we are and formed our entire approach to banking. Let us prove it to you as you grow your farm and prepare your legacy for the next generation. Bell Bank, committed to ag. In Wahpeton, talk to Rick Steckler.
Off the left side and gets up forward for maybe a couple of yards, and it'll be 3rd and about 6 for the Cowboys, maybe 3rd and 7. We'll see where they mark it. And right now it's about time for our shout-out line, too.
Well, give me a second here, Joe. I'm just making a couple changes here.
All right. 11:35 and counting here in quarter number 2, so I'll wait for Brian to do that. We're already getting some shout-outs on our shout-out line already. We'll get to that in a second as the Cowboys come to the line now, and they're probably in 4-down territory here, ball on the 42-yard line of the Panthers. And Riley Kappas gets Gomez in motion, and the fake handoff to him, but the handoff does go over to the back on the other side, and that was Paul Armitage, and he maybe gets a yard. So now it's going to be 4th down in about 5 yards for the Cowboys. So the Cowboys look like they're going to go for it, although Cooper Roberts is the punter.
All right, Joe.
You ready for the shout-out line? Studio 22 Design shout-out line. Women's boutique clothing, gifts, and custom shirts. Open late till Wednesday nights at 8 p.m. Send us a text, 701-640-2619. Brian's got the number on the screen, 701-640-2619. Kappas fakes the handoff to Erlinson, looks back, crosses body, and a pass is caught by Christensen for a 1st down for the Cowboys.
They're going to have a penalty here. I don't know if this might be a late hit. Johnson was there in the face of Kappas, and it is a personal foul. It's roughing the passer.
Yep. So a call goes with the Cowboys on that 1st down reception. And they'll mark it off following the reception by Levi Christensen. He had to reach out and pick that one off there, Brian, but again, a good catch, good pass and catch from Kappas to Christensen. Now you add on the yardage here, and they're inside the Amanda Frederick State Farm Insurance red zone. Amanda Frederick, proud to serve Breckenridge, Wahpeton, Wheaton, and she has North Dakota and Minnesota licensures. Amanda Frederick State Farm Insurance red zone. Got the score bug up in the upper left corner now.
Yeah, I mean, the light is just not good enough, and we can't pick it up. So
now you got to remember to do that. Kappas on the keeper, and he'll be stopped for no gain or maybe even a loss, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Loss of 1 on the play will be 2nd and 11.
So 10 minutes to go here as we approach the 10-minute mark. Try to keep everybody informed on the time. Again, the scoreboard is working. It's just with the sun at the angle it is. Right now you can hardly see it even with the naked eye. Again, good to see Tegan Abel back in there on the offensive line for the Cowboys. Kappas in the gun. Erlinson to his left. He'll fake the handoff and the whistles blow, stopping play. Illegal procedure against the Cowboys.
And another penalty that's going to hurt here.
It's going to take them outside the red zone. So they'll go back and march it back to about the 23-yard line the way it looks. So now 2nd and long for the Cowboys. Again, Brian, you don't need to get it all in one chunk or 2 chunks. This is probably 4-down territory for Coach Yagi.
Definitely 4 downs here. And see if you can get, 5 or 6 here on this one. Maybe try and get back to the original line of scrimmage. And again, you got that big cushion in the slot there.
Flare out to Erlinson on the flat. He'll get up toward the 20-yard line back near the red zone and carries it up ahead about 7 yards on that little flare screen pass.
And that's just a good play call there. They take the slot receiver and take him across the middle with a little slant action, and then they go back to the area that he vacated with the back, and the linebacker can't get over there to cover.
Good call, man. That's why you're a good color guy. Well, you're a good play-by-play guy too. But You had Mike McCall call. Speaking of that, Mike McCall has texted in already.
Yeah, has he?
Yes.
He's probably looking for his check, and I told him we would double his pay that we paid him last time.
Double of nothing is nothing.
Yeah,
right?
Exactly.
Shout out to Michael McCall, Coach Michael McCall from Tanner Bickford, and Mike McCall watching from Mayville State. And again, the Panthers smother up the Cowboys' offensive.
And now you're in fourth down here. One into the wind.
And Greg Roberts, you'll have to send me a text. Try not to call me. Send me a text, and we'll let you. We'll give you the shout out.
Maybe he wants to call in and give some details. You never know.
Well, we want to thank Chris Roberts. Speaking of the Roberts family, Chris Roberts was on the air with me for a couple sets last night. Great to have him back in town. He's going to be able to stay for the Tuesday night game in Fergus to watch Sydney play and the Cowgirls, but he's got to go back to Rochester. So, Chris, get well soon, and looking good and sounded good on the broadcast with you.
Yeah, good that he can be here for these couple of last matches here.
4th and 10, and the ball on the ground. Either way, it's going to be Panther ball.
Yeah, that play was blown up from the start.
So turnover on downs. The Panthers will take over at their own 22-yard line.
And the Cowboys just have to keep their head in it. You know, it's a punt or turnover or whatever, and now you just have to get back to defense. You're able to force the Panthers into a punt. Now you're going to have to do the same thing again.
Trying to keep out of the wind here, but do our best as Went under center again. Double wings. He drops straight back 5 steps. Now he's going to scramble to the right. Erlinson giving chase. Levi Christensen giving chase, and he gets tackled from behind. And that is by Henry Sledadal.
Yeah, Sledadal doing a good job of not giving up on the play. And, now with the wind at their back, you might see the Panthers try and air it out a little bit.
2nd and 3. Shout out to Coach Michael McCall from Tanner Bickford, and Mike McCall watching from Mayville State game. So they're up there watching the Comets.
When you say Coach McCall, you have to really clarify because there's a lot of them.
There is. There's a Hunter, and there's a Michael, and a Mike. Once a coach, you're always a coach, aren't you?
Yeah, pretty much.
And we got a whistle and a stoppage of play, and the White Hats coming over here. Might be an adjustment of the time clock.
Yeah, I think he's looking down at the clock.
No, he's talking to.
He's looking down there at the clock, and they're like, "Hey, what? You know what? Hey, is that thing right?" And now they're looking up here. Now they want 12 seconds added. You want 12 seconds back on the clock.
So they want 7:10. So that gives me a chance to go through some more shout-outs here, B-Dub. Karen and Carly Kappas, is always, watching on Red River Communications Cable Channel 28. Karen and Carly, thank you very much. And let's see here. Sounding great, guys. Go Cowboys from Kelly McNary.
There we go. He tuned in last night, too.
Speaking of another coach. Coach Kelly watching and cheering on the Cowboys, and just a Saturday afternoon watching some football. We got some more here.
White Hat's going over to the other side and explaining what went on.
Okay, I think it's Go Cowboys watching from home. Drew and Carrie Vankera. So hopefully I said that right. Drew and Carrie Vankera cheering on the Cowboys. Courtney and Beck watching from Fargo, cheering on Levi and Coach Christensen, of course. So Courtney. And I got lost on that one, Brian. The Panthers think they got a first down on that carry.
And I think they do. The chains are moving already, just right up the middle again.
Went carried that himself.
Yep, just a keeper up the middle, and whole pile moves, and the chains move after the play.
Shelly Williamson watching from Brewhalla in Fargo. She's at a wedding cheering on the Cowboys. So how about Shelly up there attending a wedding, but she's got it on the phone.
See if she can get it on all the screens up there.
Yeah, put it on all the screens. Come on. 1st and 10 for the Panthers. And that reverse again, that counter action, Brian. This time the Cowboys smell it out.
Ball came out, I think. Ruckheim on the carry, but I thought that ball came out. Erlinson on the tackle.
So it'll be 2nd and 9. So that time the reverse on the inside handoff did not work. Panthers got good yardage out of it in the first quarter. We're in the second quarter, 6:17 to go, and ticking.
Second and long here. They might go back to the air.
Went under the gun. He's got two wings, one split out wide to the left. In motion going the other way. The handoff goes up the middle, and the carry goes forward, and a carry by Gavin Basil. Oh, no, it wasn't. It was 32, not 22, so it was Johnson on the carry.
Yeah, just a little quick counter there. And that play's been successful for him.
Sure has. So now it brings up 3rd and short for the Panthers here as the clock approaches 5.5 to go in the half.
I think if they don't pick up another yard here and it stays 4th and 3, I think they still go for it here.
You know what? I was thinking the same thing. I didn't say it out loud, but I think it's 4-down territory.
There's a
quick
sneak
snap,
again.
and up the middle goes Wendt, and he carries it up. Boy, that was a quick snap. They barely got set at the line of scrimmage. He made the call and the cadence, and away they went.
Yeah, excellent play call there.
Yes, it was.
Change the snap count, go right away. Almost a silent count, I bet, out there.
1st and 10 on the 46 of the Panthers.
Just caught everybody off guard. Easily picked up that first down.
So the Panthers have had success as a 5-minute mark just goes by on the clock. 5 minutes to go here in half number 1. Again, handoff right up the middle. Johnson again carries Brian for another 6 or 7 yards.
Yeah, just no contact up front. You know, he's not touched till he's 6 yards past the line of scrimmage and then falls forward for another extra yard or two.
So it's 2nd now and 3. Give him a carry of 7 yards on that one. Beautiful Saturday afternoon. A little bit too breezy, but other than that, it's a beautiful Saturday afternoon here. Sunny skies in Breckenridge.
Good football weather.
It sure is. Went under center. Mason Basil in motion. Handoff goes back up the middle, and it's going to be maybe a gain of 1. Carry by Johnson again. So it'll be 3rd and 2, carry of about 1 yard.
Here we go again, 3rd and 2, 3rd and short. See if they go back to the sneak or if they go with that little counter trap action.
There you go. I got it. We had them text in last time that they were there. Briggs, Renly, Jory, and Nix Johnson. They love their head coach, Mike, because he's our dad. Go Panthers. Play hard, boys. So from Briggs, Renly, Jory, and Nix, the Johnsons. Handoff on the reverse there goes to Mason Basil, and he's going to be close to a 1st down on that carry.
Yeah, he bounced off the pile. You know, they had him right at the line of scrimmage, and then he's able to get a couple more. It's going to be 4th and 1 here. See if they go with the hard count, try and draw him off like they did on the first drive.
Right. Deb Roberts watching from Moorhead, cheering on Cooper and the Cowboys. Deb Roberts, thank you. Also cheering on the Cowboys from the comfort of home in Breckenridge. Aunt Angie to Connor, number 55. Thanks for posting the score in the top left. They had trouble seeing it, so you are welcome, Angie. Thank you. And a quick snap there, and that time.
Timeout. Got his timeout in there.
Timeout. Carlson Family Insurance timeout. We'll take a timeout as well. It's 8-0 in favor of the Panthers. 2:49 to go. We'll be right back after this message. Is your athlete suffering from an ankle sprain or a hit to the head? Did you know that a chiropractic adjustment can decrease ankle swelling by half and get your athlete back to their sport quicker? Or dizziness, brain fog can come from a neck subluxation. With 20 years of chiropractic experience, Dr. Andrea at Hornstein Family Chiropractic knows personally how chiropractic adjustments can get you back to playing your sport in no time. Request an appointment online at hornsteinfamilychiropractic.com or call 701-672-1300. A neck subluxation. I had to read that.
Did you?
Yeah. How about that? See, I want to say a little bit more, get a give Aunt Angie to Connor. Angie sending in a text, and she says she watched volleyball last night with us, and she never misses a game due to our live stream.
There we go.
Well
How about
done,
that?
gentlemen. She said, thank you very much, Andy. And there's the carry, and I don't know if he's going to make it. It's going to be 4th and short, and I think it's going to be a turnover on downs. Yes, they're signaling it already.
There was some
Cowboys stout.
confusion there.
I thought
there was
so.
a collision in the backfield there.
Yep.
I don't know if that was after the handoff or before the handoff, but Cowboys do a good job of sniffing that thing out and get the turnover downs that they need.
When you run that wing T type of formation there, B-Dub, there's a lot of confusion in the backfield. There's a lot of traffic back there.
There is a lot of traffic back there. You get the linemen running over the quarterback, and you get the backs running into each other. Everybody's got to be on the right line, or else you get what you got there on that last play.
If somebody's going to pull, it's going to be interesting.
So with
here,
2:44 to go here in the half.
Vogelbacher back in at quarterback. He'll take the snap, fake it off, and the pass comes across the middle, and it was way behind Cooper Roberts. And the pass is intercepted by Mason Basil, and that is the 8th interception of the year for Trey Vogelbacher.
I don't know what happened there. I don't know if somebody ran a wrong route, but Roberts was wide open.
Yeah, he was.
If he hits him in stride, he scores. And that ball was thrown way behind Cooper. And there's a big turnover. We talked about how the Cowboys had to take care of the football, not turn it over. You get the big stop on downs, and now you give it right back to the Panthers here. Your defense is going to have to turn up here after being on the field for a while.
2:34 to go here in the half. And here come the Panthers with the ball on the 39-yard line of the Cowboys. Went, drops back, looking across the middle, throws it down, pass intended, and caught. Touchdown for the Panthers on a pass reception to Nolan Steidel, the 6-foot tight end for the Panthers.
Yeah, and Steidel got behind the back there. I think that was Oliphant. And Oliphant never got turned around. If he turns around, he might be able to get a hand on that thing. And the Panthers come up with the big play there. And now they'll tack on 6 more.
So it's 14-0 right now, and the Panthers successful on their first PAT. Remember, in the first meeting between these two, the Panthers was not successful on their PATs. And now they're going to try it again as Went, Mason Basil to his left. Takes this, it was a direct snap to Basil, and we got a whistle and illegal procedure. It was a direct snap to Mason Basil there.
The sign right against the Panthers.
They'll mark off 5, and it's going to be from 7 yards.
They're going to move them back. See if that changes what they do. They do have the wind at their back. They elect to kick this thing. And they've got some different personnel coming on, going off, and now they've made their decision.
Might see a pass play from 7 yards.
Now they're going to tee it up here.
Oh, they are teeing it up, and Johnson going to kick. The holder will be Steidel, who caught the touchdown pass. Snap, place. Look at that. It's up and good. From extra yards there, but Johnson's kick is good, and that makes the score now 15-0 in favor of the Panthers, and the Cowboys will get the ball back after we come back after this 30-second break.
I'm making just a mess over here, Joe. All right, we'll go to commercial. I'll fix it at the commercial.
All right, here we go.
All right.
Sometimes it's tough being a dad. Kids grow up fast. Hey, girls. Oh, love it.
Dad, what are you doing?
I'm TikToking.
Is he serious?
Don't even want me around anymore. You know when I first started noticing it? When I stopped getting hugs. Hugs mean a lot to a dad. So, with Command IQ, I found a way to get the hugs back. Watch.
Dad, the Wi-Fi is down.
Oh, let me see if I can fix it.
It's back. Thanks, Dad. You're the best.
With Command IQ, you can bring the hugs back.
Johnson's kick went deep, and Gomez went through his hands and went through the end zone, so it'll be a touchback.
Wi-Fi's back.
Are you TikToking again?
I don't know what I was doing. I just made a mess of the scoreboard, but it's fixed.
It's all right.
So it's all right.
It's 15-0. 2:28 remaining here. So in that turn of events there, the Cowboys give it up there, and the Panthers take advantage and go up 15-0. So it's a 2-possession game here. See if the Cowboys can do anything before the half here. And Riley Kappas in a quarterback.
And he got movement, I think.
Again, movement.
There it was.
How many illegal procedures have we seen here? There have been several here today on both teams.
I thought the movement was on this side of the field. The VAR official made the
he's the one that made the
little whistle, made the call.
Yeah.
I think it was the back on this side that went early.
So it'll be 1st and 15. Checking in defensively for the Panthers is Jordan Bushman.
2:26 to go here.
Kappas in the gun. He's got David Erlinson to his right. Cooper Roberts split out to the near side, and he'll put it in the stomach of David Erlinson, and there might be a loss on the play again, and they do move the stick backwards about a yard. So now it's going to be 2nd and 16 for the Cowboys here.
You know, the Panthers have had some success with a little misdirection, and the Cowboys, you know, if they mix in a little misdirection here, they could take advantage of it.
Do the Panthers start calling timeouts here pretty soon to make the Cowboys kick into the wind?
I would like to have the ball back. You
would.
were able to score basically on one play.
With the wind.
With the wind at your back. You'd like to get that ball back again if you can with some time on the clock.
Kappas takes the snap, and he'll keep it himself after the fake handoff to Armitage, and maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage. It's going to be 3rd and 16.
Now you really do want to take a timeout
I would think you would, wouldn't you? I think they've got about 2 timeouts left.
I think they've got one
just
left.
one?
I think they just have the one left.
And maybe that's why he's waiting to use it. So it's 3rd and 16 as Erlinson will check in for Paul Armitage.
And the Cowboys are going to try and take their time here.
Sure they will. Keep an eye on the back judge and see.
1:15 on the clock.
He's got his hand in the air, so that means 10 seconds or less. And a snap and the bobble, and the ball's on the ground, and there's a rumble and fumble and stumble and mumble, and Kappas will come up with it at the 1-yard line.
That was just dangerous there, Joe.
Oofty.
And they are lucky just to get that, not only to get the ball back, but to not have that ball bouncing in the end zone. And now they are probably going to take a timeout here.
So the ball is spotted at the 4. I thought it was a little closer to the goal line than that, but now it's 4th and Tyler, Minnesota on
with
this one.
56.2 to go in the half. And the Panthers are going to get the ball back and be in business. And the other issue here is the Cowboys got to punt into the wind.
Yeah, that's right. It's got to go into the wind, so they're going to get pretty good field territory on this one. It's a Carlson Family Insurance timeout located on 2nd Avenue in downtown Wahpeton. Carlson Family Insurance works for the customers, not the companies. Customer service and satisfaction is their number one goal. So it's 4th down and about 26, we're going to say. Blade is watching the Cowboys. Shout out. There's a haunted house sponsored by the Wahpeton Firehouse. How about that? Firehouse Pub. So there's haunted houses.
I saw some kids. I saw some stuff going on. I was trying to figure out what the heck was going on. So that's what it must be.
Cooper deep in his end zone gets it away.
And they brought the house too.
And it's going to bounce it to 26, roll past the 30, 35, and that's where it'll die right there at the 35. So again.
And that's about the best that you could do for the Cowboys.
Yep.
You know, kicking into the wind, they get it off. It takes a Cowboy a roll, and it rolls out to the 35-yard line. And now you've got 45 seconds left to go here in the half. And the Panthers chomping at the bit here to see if they get in the end zone again.
Yeah, they just had a 38-yard touchdown pass. So they're within that mark here. And again, Steidl was wide. I shouldn't say he got behind the defenders. I wouldn't say he was wide open.
Yeah,
but
you
it was a
can't let
perfect
anybody
touch pass.
behind here in this situation for sure.
Yep.
And we'll see if they run one first.
They do. Again, no timeouts on the board. Mason Basil gets up across the 25 to about the 24. Should be a first down. That'll stop the clock shortly. For a short time, I should say.
They're going to go hurry up here. Everybody's looking at their wristband. What are we running? Here we go.
Yep. So Went gets him up to the line. 33 seconds to go and counting. Went drops back 5 steps, looks to his right.
Yeah,
flag comes in.
This is going to come back.
And he'll throw it up and incomplete at about the 10-yard line. Intended for Mason Basil. As Brian said, it'll come back. He saw a hold.
He had Wagner open right away on the right side, top of the screen. But I think this is going to come back. Flag right in the middle of the field where you normally have holding.
With 22.6 seconds remaining. So they'll mark it back here from the spot of the foul. Looks like it was at about the 24-yard line. And he'll mark off 10 yards from there. So he'll go back to the 34. Place the ball down, and we will.
So let's see what the Panthers decide to do here. If they, just try and run it out here, or if they try and work the sideline and get the clock stopped and give themselves another shot at the end zone.
Aunt Bridget and Dennis cheering on Connor Ernst and the Cowboys from home.
Clock moving with 14 seconds.
And again, another whistle.
Procedure.
Another flag on the field.
That's got to be at least a half a dozen procedure calls on the day, doesn't it?
Yeah,
so far in the first
both
half.
ways, too.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, this one's offsides, I think.
Oh, it is. Somebody must have lined up offside.
So it is.
So the possession has started here and gone backwards. And again, they start the clock.
Yeah, the time is 7 seconds, 5 seconds here.
This will be the last snap here. Went gets it off, and he does. It'll be hand up right off the middle to Johnson. He'll plow his way forward, gain of about 10 yards, but that will end the first half. On the Farmers Union Insurance scoreboard, it's 15-0 in favor of the Panthers. Stay tuned, folks. We'll be back with our OSPTI halftime show. We'll be right back.
When challenging conditions arise, we don't back down. We up our game. We outpace the competition. Keep you ahead of adversity. We keep you equipped and bring you solutions that hit close to home. Channel leads the field so you can rise above. See how at channel.com/rise.
Time of year, there's never a bad time to get your ride sparkling at All Seasons Car Wash. Your ride deserves to shine all year round. We'll see you at All Seasons Car Wash.
Lucky for us, life is full of choices, big and small. They define us, make us who we are. And when it comes time for you to choose, a car, home, your next big adventure, or start a new business, Farmers Union Insurance has the variety of coverage options to protect each perfect moment. Farmers Union Insurance. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
The folks at Tyler Farm Supply understand that farming is hard work, and that's why they only offer durable and reliable short-line farm equipment that you can depend on. Whether you're a small-scale farmer or manage a large operation, they have the tools that you need to get the job done quickly and efficiently. Plus, with their competitive pricing and financing options, Tyler Farm Supply makes it easy for you to get the equipment you need without breaking the bank. Give them a call today, 701-642-8827.
Every business begins with an idea. With dedication, hard work, and high-speed broadband, that idea can grow into something giant. The member organizations that form BAND are proud to support North Dakota businesses every step of the way, from the soil to the stadium. The Broadband Association of North Dakota, helping North Dakotans grow bright ideas into big business.
Superior Builders in Breckenridge specializes in post-frame buildings with 25 years worth of knowledge and experience in the post-frame industry. Licensed and insured, Superior Builders offers pre-engineered commercial buildings, farm shops, hobby buildings, and storage buildings. Superior Builders also offers a 40-year paint warranty and lifetime column warranty. Superior Builders in Breckenridge, building your dream to last. 701-238-7740. That's 701-238-7740.
Wahpeton Deli and Eatery, serving delicious deli staples paired with great service and friendly staff. They use the best ingredients and provide a great atmosphere. If you have an office party or an at-home celebration, Wahpeton Deli and Eatery can help with your next event. And now you can order online for in-store pickup. Check it out at wahpetondeliandeatery.com or call 642-3639.
With Motors in Wahpeton, we make sure that when you need a vehicle, we'll find the perfect one that matches your lifestyle and budget. Like the eye-catching Chevy Equinox, the powerful, always dependable Chevy Silverado, or the rugged, hard-working GMC Sierra. Since 1960, Smith Motors has provided an excellent automotive buying experience. From low-pressure sales to high-quality service, our customers always come first. Find your new Chevrolet or GMC today at Smith Motors. Small-town friendly, big-town deals.
I'm here to personally invite you
to join First Community Credit Union.
I know what you're thinking.
Oh no, not another financial.
Aren't they all the same?
No, not really. We're a credit union.
When you join FCCU, you become part owner.
All the money we make, cha-ching, gets reinvested back to you, our members.
Which goes back to you in the form of
great rates
and less fees.
So come see why
life is better with community at First Community Credit Union.
Yield Advantage is proud to support our local Twin Town teams. They'd like to remind farmers that the Yield Advantage team is ready to help you get the W next planting season. They can help get your equipment in game shape with upgrades large and small. Yield Advantage is your local precision planting premier dealer. From row cleaners to closing wheels, seed meters to liquid fertilizer systems, and everything in between. If you want to give yourself a competitive edge next season, contact Yield Advantage today.
A local insurance team ready to serve you. American Family Insurance Miller & Associates, providing home, auto, life, farm, and business insurance. As residents of your community, they understand how important it is to be there for you, their trusted friends and neighbors. Together, they're building strong partnerships that help everyone succeed. American Family Insurance Miller & Associates, a proud supporter of high school athletics.
And we hope to see you at American Family Insurance Miller & Associates.
Welcome back to Breckenridge High School, the Cowboys football field here in Breckenridge, Minnesota. And it is a 15-0 lead on the Farmers Union Insurance scoreboard for the Parker's Prairie Panthers. A couple of scores here for the Panthers, one in each quarter. At the 6:37 mark of the first quarter, Mason Basil had a 38-yard touchdown run, and then he also got the bonus 2 points on a run as well. So 8-0 at 6:37 of the first quarter. Then in quarter two, with 2:28 to go, the Cowboys turned the ball over in a 38-yard touchdown pass from Wendt to Steidel. And then Johnson came on and kicked it after a 5-yard penalty on illegal procedure. And that makes your score 15-0. And that was at the 2:28 mark. And that is where we stand here during the OSPTI halftime show. OSPTI, for all your physical therapy needs, contact the professionals at OSPTI with locations in Hankinson, Fergus Falls, and, of course, here in Breckenridge. Brian, your observations here in the first half.
Well, we had talked about in the pregame how the Cowboys couldn't afford, to do a couple things. They couldn't turn the ball over, they couldn't give up the big play, and they needed to be able to stop the run. And they just haven't lived to that script.
Right.
The Panthers basically kind of, marched the ball down the field in their first drive and able to get it into the end zone on the ground. And then the Cowboys get it back and started off kind of slow. They bobbled the first snap and it just seemed out of sync. And then, got their defense going, was able to turn the Panthers over on downs and kind of move the ball a little bit on offense too as well. And then, you get down into position where you think that you're going to have an opportunity to go down and score before the half, and then you turn it over. You turn the Panthers over on downs, and then you give it right back to them. And then they give up the big play, and then they get in the end zone. That's why they have a 15-point lead right now.
Do you think the reason we're seeing so many offensive penalties on illegal procedure today, do you think it's just because the referees are saying, all right, we're in playoff football here, you guys got to keep this sharp? And is there just that little bit of an edge here that the referees are seeing? Is that what's going on, or are the teams just that antsy out there?
I think it's a combination of both. I think there may be some things that, they've been able to get away with. We saw it with volleyball a little bit.
Yeah.
When the teams get to Fergus Falls and they get in the section finals or subsection finals, the officials are really paying attention to the double hits and things like that. So now on the football field, the officials really are paying attention. Hey, if you move just a little bit early and you've been able to get away with that during the season, you're not going to do that now.
Right.
And this is a state assigned officiating crew too as well. So the officials are, they're well versed in the rules, and they've been selected for a reason, and they're going to call what they see out there, and that the players have to adapt to what the officials call. It's the same in any sport. If they've blown us a couple times here for illegal procedure, we got to stay put.
Yep.
And so you just got to do that, and we'll see if they can clean it up. There's been a couple penalties on the Cowboys that have really cost them. They've got to clean that up as well. And this is similar to the football game that we saw the first time. Okay, It was a low scoring affair. Cowboys came out and kind of, got things going in the second half, and they're really going to have to do that now because Parker's Prairie is in the driver's seat.
They are.
15-point lead. Their ground game's been good. They've been able to put the ball in the air. And the Cowboys have coughed it up a couple times and put themselves in a really tough position. And we're going to see what they're made of here in the second half.
Yeah, we are. The winner goes to the Fargo Dome to play in the section final, and that will take them to the state tournament after that in Section A. Again, welcome again to everybody to our OSPTI halftime show. For all your physical therapy needs, contact the professionals at OSPTI with locations in Hankins and Fergus Falls and in Breckenridge. And in the other games here today, Brian, in Section 6A, right now West Central at the half, at the end of, it says period 1, 22-0. West Central ahead of New York Mills, 22-zip.
Well, West Central, the 1 seed, we know that New York Mills is a program that can play some football, and it looks like West Central is for real here. They lead 22-0 over the Eagles there.
Yep, and again, the winner goes to the Fargo Dome next Friday afternoon, and they will play at 12:30. So the two winners will move on in Section 6A. Football. So again, want to thank all of our sponsors, Giant Seeds and Snacks and Smith Motors of Wahpeton, your certified GMC Chevrolet dealer. Smith Motors of Wahpeton. Wahpeton Daily News, Superior Builders in Brian Bernatus, Optimum Rehab, Dr. Tony. Interstate Engineering, Gripper Sports, downtown Wahpeton, all your favorite team sports apparel. Bell Bank, Minn Kota Ag Products, All Seasons Car Wash, Country Financial and Casey Formanak, Red River Grain, Hornstein Family Chiropractic, Red River Communications, Sanford Health, Red River Valley Western Railroad, Wap Deli, and Eatery, home of the famous grinder. Brian likes him.
I like the grinder. My wife likes the grinder, too.
Channel Seeds and Matt Bone, and, of course, Corner Drug of Wahpeton, your prescription specialists. Corner Drug of Wahpeton. Don't forget the Comdale Innovation Play of the Week. We had a few of them last night at the volleyball game, and Brian had some at the Wahpeton game. I guess there was an outstanding play by Braden Steffens out there yesterday.
Don't give it away now.
And, we haven't said which one's going to be
Well,
it yet.
I know.
And then Mariah Coltis, Aaron Bloffus having a great game here last night for the Cowgirls volleyball. So Comdale Innovation Play of the Week. And our post-game show today will be brought to you by First Community Credit Union. Let's see, what else we got? Scoreboard, Kyle DeVries and Farmers Union Insurance. Tyler Farm Supply, Miller & Associates, American Family Insurance, and, of course, the Yield Advantage Boys. The Yield Advantage Boys were watching the volleyball game in the Combines last night.
Yeah.
And I forgot to give them a shout-out after the whole thing was over. I gave it to them in the postgame. And so I got to give the Yield Advantage Boys a little bit of a shout-out here. Hopefully they're watching in the Combines again today.
There you go.
So thanks, guys. And that's pretty much going to wrap it up for the OSPTI halftime show. We'll be right back in about 2 minutes for the kickoff of the second half. Again, the Cowboys trail Parker's Prairie 15-0.
Since 1941, Minn Kota Ag Products has been helping farmers with their agricultural needs. The farming industry has expanded at great lengths, and Minn Kota Ag Products is there to provide farmers with their entire chemical, fertilizer, seed, and grain elevator needs. They also offer deep band tillage, chemical application, and fertilizer application, just to name a few. For market access at your fingertips and information essential to your farm operation, download the Minn Kota Ag Products app. Minn Kota Ag Products, proud to be a partner in your farm operation since 1941.
20 years of experience, Dr. Andrea at Hornstein Family Chiropractic is certified in pediatrics and pregnancy, seeing children of all ages daily. Start your pregnancy out right with a correcting postural adjustment to help with daily activities and also give you a better night's sleep. Continued chiropractic care throughout your pregnancy can potentially help for an easier labor and delivery of your new little one. Call Hornstein Family Chiropractic today at 701-672-1300 for an appointment, or request an appointment online at hornsteinfamilychiropractic.com. Dr. Andrea Hornstein, helping your family grow up healthy.
Insurance is an important safety net for your family, your home, and your business. Carlson Family Insurance Agency is your local auto owner's insurance provider. At Carlson Family Insurance, they work for their clients, not the companies. Customer service and satisfaction is their #1 goal. Give Carlson Family Insurance a call for all of your personal, farm, business, and crop insurance needs. 701-672-6002 or at cfiagency.com. Carlson Family Insurance, your auto owner's insurance agent.
A trip to the Fargo Dome is at stake here for these two teams today. The Parker's Prairie Panthers leading 15-0, and the Cowboys will receive the ball here to start the second half. So that's big for the Cowboys here to be able to get the ball here to start out the second half. They will be going into the wind, though, B-Dub. A little tougher to throw the ball.
Yeah, I think right now the big concern is you've got to get things going offensively. You've got to clean up the penalties, take care of the football, and see if you can come out here and march down the field and punch this thing in the end zone and let Parker's Prairie know that you're not going away.
Paul Armitage and J.D. Gomez back deep, and the wind blows off the tee, and Mr. Johnson will set it up again.
Yeah, the wind is blowing now. It's a little crosswind. The flag is just right at attention down there.
It is, isn't it?
In the north end of the end zone.
Cheering on the Panthers, number 68, Zach Kep, and the Panthers from the Volkers. Thank you, guys. We talked about Mr. Kep, how big he is. Johnson with the kick, with the wind, to Gomez at about the 6-yard line. He'll come around the 15 to the 20 and gets tackled there at about the 21-yard line. So a carry of about 15 yards on the return. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Cowboys at the 21-yard line.
Yeah, they decide to kick it deep there into the wind or with the wind at their back.
Wind, yeah.
And Cowboys going to have to go 80 yards here, the first possession here of the second half.
Oh, they mark it right at the 20. I thought he got across the 20, but they'll mark it at the 20. So like you said, Brian, 80 yards away from pay dirt.
Now let's see what kind of adjustments were made at halftime on both sides of the ball.
Cooper Roberts split out wide to the left. J.D. Gomez to the right. Riley Kappas on the keeper. Spins, gets up across the 20, maybe to the 23, and that'll be the Panthers.
The ball
say they
came out? No.
Yeah.
They're going to call it down.
Yeah, they're going to call it down. The Panthers said they came up with the ball, but no big arguments from anybody, so it's Cowboy ball. Ball placed at the 23-yard line, so it'll be 2nd and 7 for the Cowboys.
The Panthers going to play with some confidence here. You got a 15-point lead. And you can be a little loosey-goosey here to start this second half.
Kappas takes the snap He'll hand it off. There goes Erlinson around the left side, and not quite up to a first down. They'll just be short, so it'll be third and very short for the Cowboys.
Yeah, third and manageable here.
I don't want to say it's crucial, but I want to say it's big third down.
It's a big third down here. You need to pick up this first down, keep this drive going.
And for the Panthers, if it's a stop, it's a big stop for them to start out the second half.
And that's the way that they want to come out in the second half. See if they can get them off the field, turn them over on downs. We'll see what happens here. If it's anything close to fourth and short, I think the Cowboys go for it.
Third and a yard. Kappas in motion goes Gabe Armitage. And Kappas carries it forward. I don't think he got it, Brian.
I don't think he got much at all. If he got back to the line of scrimmage, maybe.
They're going to mark it right at the 29-yard line with the foot of the side judge there, and that will still be 4th and 1. So no gain, Brian.
I don't see if they decide to punt here.
I don't know. There comes Connor Ernst.
Roberts is lining up in his usual receiver position.
Jackson Herrig comes in, excuse me.
Yeah, they're gonna go for it here. I think you have to.
4th and 1, big 4th down for the Cowboys here on their own 29-yard line in their own territory. Are you going to try a hard count?
It's going to be a keeper.
Oh, and it was a direct snap to Erlinson. He's going to try and go around the left side. Look at him go. He's going to go all the way. Turn it loose. And here comes a defender, but a block downfield by Riley Kappas. And it is a 71-yard touchdown run by David Erlinson. No flags.
A play there. I don't
direct
know
snap.
If that was a direct snap. I don't know if it was a fumblerooski, but he came in motion and then went under center, and then there was a pile there, and then he came out at the last second.
How about that?
Just kind of bounced out of there as everybody was inside, and the Cowboys get the big play that they need there. Wow.
9:29 to go here in the third quarter at the 9:29 mark. 71-yard rumble there by David Erlinson. Easily his longest carry of the year.
And that is what they needed right there.
2-point conversion. Kappas will take the snap. He's going to go around the right side and dives forward.
Got a penalty here. Got a penalty here.
So we got a flag. So
Came in late. I think it's going to be against the Cowboys.
It
First
is hold.
Foul. Holding, sorry.
Yep, holding. So the holding will go against the Cowboys, so they'll have to try this one again.
So, like we said, Joe, the penalties, that takes points off the board. Those are points that you need there.
That is points you need when you trail 15-6. Would have made it 15-8. And now if you do not succeed at this, Brian, it is a 2-possession game still. So here we go. Kappas in the gun. Paul Armitage to his left. Kappas will draw back, looks to Cooper Robertson. He's open, but then pass was a little late getting there, and it's knocked away by Wendt. Intended for Cooper Roberts. Cooper was open at the break, but couldn't get it to him.
Yeah, that ball had to be thrown a little bit earlier. The wind's going to hold that thing up. And Cowboys don't convert. They converted, but the penalty takes the 2 points off the board.
So that is huge because still a 2-possession game here. The Cowboys trail 15-9. We'll take a short break. We'll be right back after this for the next kickoff.
Powerful and playful. Delicate and precise. Bold and carefree. It's the way you move, and it moves us. To deliver care for your whole family. To provide options beyond the expected. To help you leave pain in the past and find your way forward. Orthopedics and sports medicine at Sanford Health. Health lives here.
Xavier Richardson back deep, along with Mason Basil back deep. Cooper Roberts teeing it up at the 40-yard line. So the Cowboys still down by 2 possessions.
9:29 to go here in the third.
And Cooper just kind of floats it up in the air, and it's caught here at the 40-yard line. And covering that one up will be, I believe that was Shane Hansen. Yeah, it was Shane Hansen. Caught it in the air and brought it forward and went to the ground.
Okay, you got the big play that you needed, and you get into the end zone. Now you've got to dial it up here on defense and see if you can get the Panthers off the field here and get your offense back going again.
So here come the Panthers, 1st and 10, ball on their own 40-yard line. The nose of the ball right on the 40. Went under center. Takes the snap. He'll hand it off to Mason Basil coming around the near side. Gets tackled there. Here comes a flag, Brian. And a tackle there made by Aiden Sanchez.
This might be a hold in return here. Yeah, you're going to call a hold on the Panthers. They're going to back them up.
Looks like it was right at the 40 at the line of scrimmage, too. So they're going to go backwards 10 yards. That'll put the ball at about the 30. So it's his holding. So 1st and 20 now. Got to get right to the 50-yard line for a first down.
Wind at their back. Panthers not afraid to put the ball in the air if they need.
9:22 to go in the third. Again, the sun. Was that a direct snap?
No, that was an inside trap. That was given to the back there.
Right behind the post of the window there, and I didn't see the exchange. So that was Johnson on the carry. So 2nd and about 17. And a breezy day here in Breckenridge. Cowboys trail 15-6.
Just under 8 minutes to go in the third.
Went again, takes the hand off, and he'll give it to Johnson, trying to plow up. No, it wasn't either. I missed that one. I thought it was to Johnson, but he did a good job of faking out the announcer guy. And on the carry was Mason Basil again.
Yeah, Basil, quarterback just whipped around and ended up being just a dive.
Yeah. Ball at the 50, or 3rd and 15 now. It's ball at the 35. And the Volkers cheering on Zach Kep. Thank you guys from Parker's Prairie.
And this ball, I would expect this ball to go in the air here.
I would think so. 3rd and 15.
Got Wagner at the top of the screen.
Snap.
Steidel at the bottom here.
There's the pass to the outside edge, and it's a jump ball, and guess who came down with it? Was Wagner, standing at 6'3".
Yeah, that was really a jump ball. J.D. Gomez had a chance to jump up there and get it, but the wind just carried it over his head. And Wagner just goes upstairs and brings that one down, and there's the big play that the Panthers needed to keep this drive going.
So a completion of over 20 yards there for Wendt. Got a couple of passing yards here in this game.
There were 3 Cowboys there, and Wagner just goes up and grabs that ball.
Yep, he was triple covered. So Wendt under center again. Not afraid to throw the ball. King kind of a wobbler on that one, but it still looks good in the books, I guess. And this time Wendt's going to keep it around the outside edge, and he gets it forward for positive yards, about 5 or 6. We'll see where they mark it. It'll be 2nd and short, 2nd and medium, I should say.
That was a good ball fake there.
2nd and 5. Paul Armitage with the credit for the tackle.
Their backs really take that play fake, the ball fake, that handoff, and really stay with it, keeping the belly covered up like they have the ball. Johnson going up the middle there.
2nd and 5. Ball at the 37 of the Cowboys. Snap. Wendt was in the gun, and he steps forward. Now he's going to run it, come around the near side, near hash marks, and he'll battle himself forward. Runs over Riley Campus, and on the tackle was Riley and Kai McDonald. Close to a first down, B-Dub. I bet they're going to move the chains here.
Yeah, he got flushed out of the pocket there, and they get the first down. And the Panthers putting together a drive here after that big play.
You sure are.
And we saw that in that first matchup. They were able to extend some drives on some big plays. And the Cowboys were able to snuff them out, but there were some long drives, and your defense gets on the field for that long, it can be difficult.
1st and 10 on the ball in the 32 of the Cowboys. Just over 6.5 remaining. Wendt with the handoff to Johnson, goes up the right side, pushes himself forward, gets about 5, maybe 6 yards. It'll be second down.
And Wynn kind of bobbled that snap there.
Yeah,
they were
did.
fortunate to get that in the belly.
Yep.
And that ball then bounced out and hit the ground.
We're going to say 2nd and 5. Went coming back in with Wagner from the sideline.
And now this is what Parker's Prairie likes to do. You know, they're just going to hand it off, see if they can pick up 3 or 4 at a time and just turn away.
So Went coming to the line of scrimmage. He gets under center. Johnson right straight behind him in motion. They'll hand it off to Johnson. He plows it forward, and he'll carry it up for a first down on a nice carry there from Johnson.
Yeah, that middle line's got to stiffen up now. Just giving up big chunks, and this is like the first drive of the game.
Yeah, 8 yards on that carry for Johnson. You're chewing up clock, Brian.
Yep, a little under 5:30 to go here in the third.
Chewing up clock and yards. Went takes a snap, and he gives the handoff to Mason Basil. He'll try to get around the corner, but Sanchez with the tackle, and a nice tackle there by Sanchez. Otherwise, Mason Basil had a clear opening to the corner.
Yeah, he had a chance to get around the corner there, and Sanchez doing a good job saving a touchdown there. And the Panthers working their way down into the Amanda Frederick red zone now.
We are in the Amanda Frederick State Farm Insurance red zone. 2nd and 6. Ball at about the 15-yard line of the Cowboys. Went, takes a snap, hands it off to Mason Basil again, threads his way up ahead and across the 10-yard line. And I think he might have a first down again. It'll be 1st and goal for the Panthers.
Well, he kind of scooted forward after he hit the ground, and that's going to be pretty close.
See where they mark it. Looks like it's going to be enough, Brian.
And they move him.
Yep. So it's 1st and goal now for the Panthers. Ball on the 9-yard line inside the Amanda Frederick State Farm Insurance red zone. Cowboys need a defensive stop here, trailing by 9.
Coming up to 4 minutes in the third now. Now Wagner split out at the top of the screen.
Went under center, Johnson behind him. He'll hand it off to Johnson. Tries to get up the right side, and the Cowboys meet him there with Paul Armitage, Lawson Oliphant.
And they do a good job there closing up that gap right away.
So now that makes it 2nd and goal, and no carry or no positive yards on that carry, so it's going to be 2nd and goal from the 9-yard line again.
They watch the counters in the trap and the reverse here.
Wish Betsy Thielen a happy 66th birthday today. Tommy T sends us a text and cheering on the Cowboys from Park Rapids, Minnesota today. And there's on a little bit of a reverse there, and that was a carry by Ruckheim.
Henry slid it all in that.
Slid it all on the tackle.
And now
it's a little bit of a loss, B-Dub.
Yeah, 3rd and goal here. Let's see if they go back to the air.
I was just wondering the same thing.
You got Wagner who can go up over everybody. They like to split out Wagner, then they'll put Ruckheim in the slot as well. And they're just going to go back to the wing T here and split Wagner out at the bottom.
Went under center. Johnson in the backfield. Little reverse counter action, and there's the rollout, and the pass is complete and successful. And that has completed the Steidel again for another pass reception touchdown for him for 10 yards.
And they just run it to perfection there. A little play action. They let the wingback just slip into the end zone and wide open there for the score. And the Panthers tack on another 6.
At 2:35 mark of the third quarter. So the Panthers putting it on here. It's 21-6. And Johnson was successful in his kick earlier. Trying it again. And that's up. And it looks like it's pretty good there, too. And it does split the uprights. So Johnson with the kick makes the score 22-6 in favor of the Panthers here in the third quarter. 2 minutes, 35 seconds remain on the Farmers Union Insurance scoreboard. We're going to take a short break, and we'll be right back with more of the third quarter right after this.
Interstate Engineering, our business is about connections. We connect people to water, communities to counties, and counties to the rest of the world. Our work connects main streets to interstates and yesterday with the potential of tomorrow. With over 40 years of connecting, our experience and expertise are thanks to the clients we have earned, the trust we have built, and the connections we have made. Interstate Engineering, the professionals you need, the people you trust.
.235 to go here in the third quarter. Johnson set to kick it off. And it looks like Armitage and Erlinson deep. Armitage will be Paul. He'll take it up the left sideline. He'll get up across the 25.
That ball might have come out. That ball might have come out, Joe.
And let's see what the referees say. Everybody else says it came out, but we got to go by the guys in stripes, and they're going to say it's Cowboy ball.
Wow. That would have been huge if that thing comes out.
Man.
That would have been tough for the Cowboys to recover here.
16-point lead, so it's still a two-possession game for the Cowboys here.
Yeah, a lot of time left here. You just got to go back to work on offense and see if you can go back down the field and put that thing in the end zone like you did in that first drive in the second half.
Riley Kappas steps in to run in the quarterback position here on the rotating quarterbacks between Riley Kappas and Trey Vogelbacher.
Cooper Roberts at the top. J.D. Gomez at the bottom.
In motion goes Gabe Armitage. Kappas will look across on the little flare out to the outside to his tight end, Levi Christensen, and overthrows him.
Yeah, that play just never developed. It just really did. Christensen didn't get any separation, and that ball off the mark as well.
So that'll make it 2nd and 10 now for the Cowboys. Again, now we're getting to that point of the game as Armitage comes out for Erlinson. We're getting to that point of the game, Brian, where it's getting to be that possession you need to make the most out of every possession,
yeah,
even if it's just a field advantage.
Right.
Thing.
See if you can get something here going into the wind, and you get the wind at their back for the fourth quarter.
Snap. Kappas will keep around the left side, and he just was one man away from breaking that one free, and he gets carried forward for about a 12-yard gain, a first down for the Cowboys.
Shane Hansen saved a touchdown there.
Yes, he did.
And he was going to go all the way. He just had one man to get by, and Hansen said, no, I'm going to keep you here. But they do pick up the first down.
On the season, Riley Kappas, 26 rushes for 178 yards, averages about 7 yards per carry at the end of the regular season.
Gomez and Roberts here at the bottom.
Roberts covered by Wagner. And Kappas again on the keeper. He'll take it forward across the 40. Gains about 3 or 4 yards here, Brian, as we're under 2 minutes to play in the third quarter.
Going to be 2nd down and somewhat manageable here.
Cowboys got a two-possession game here, but they've got to convert the two-point conversion on both of those possessions to make it happen. As we're under a minute and a half to play now in the third. Kappas at quarterback.
High snap.
Across the middle, and the ball comes out as Levi Christensen was hit up high. The catch was above his helmet, and Levi had to reach up, and that means his midsection is exposed, and that's where they hit him and popped it out.
Yeah, he was pinched in between two defenders there, and as they met, the ball kind of popped out. And had his hands on it, but just not able to bring that thing down and corral it.
Hey, I got to give a shout-out to the Wilkin Drink and Eatery, too. They're tuned in to Three Border Sports Network today, so that's pretty cool. So
yeah, we like that. They have us up on the TVs there, and everybody can watch and listen.
So thanks to the Wilkin. Again, Kappas in the backfield now, minute 16 to go in the third. This time he hands it off to Erlinson. Dances around a little bit, tries to get forward, and maybe a carry forward of 1. It'll be 4th down and medium here for the Cowboys.
Just over a minute to go here in the third quarter. He just never got going full speed, just kind of shifting around a little bit. And
coming off the ankle injury, as did Armitage.
Couldn't just get around the corner there.
Again, good to see Tegan Abel back in there for the Cowboys. Suffered a lower leg injury the other night. So it's 4th and 4, we're going to say. Big down. Kappas snap. looking to pass, and he'll flare it out to the outside edge, and it's knocked down, or was it just that low of a pass?
I mean, it was a low pass, and, if you watch him release that ball, he just didn't release it with any confidence, just almost in slow motion, just trying to place it in there instead of throwing the ball, and the ball never made it there.
Riley Kappas, a 5'11", 170-pound sophomore. He and Trey Vogelbacher have been switching off at quarterback pretty much all year long.
And just 28 seconds left in this quarter, and that was a drive that the Cowboys really needed to try and convert on.
Yep. And now with the wind, what is Coach Mike Johnson?
An equipment issue here, I think.
Yeah, it looks like it. They're going to escort Mason Basil back to the sideline. So somebody will have to check in for him possibly, and here comes Gavin Basil. So he'll check in. So it might have been a helmet issue or something here. I don't know, but again, it's an equipment issue more than anything. It was not an injury.
I will see you one Basil and raise you another Basil.
How about that?
How about that? Huh?
So with the wind, B-Dub, you think we're going to see some passing here from the Panthers?
I mean, I don't know if they
shot?
want to get it in here with the wind at your back and see if you can take advantage of it. You got Wagner at the top of the screen again.
Went, snap, hands it off to Johnson, goes off right tackle, gets up forward, maybe a carry of about 3 yards, and that might take us to the end of the third quarter with 20 seconds.
I'm okay with that. You got a nice lead. You got a 2-possession lead.
Run the
clock. And you don't need to force anything right now.
Yep.
Good field position. And this is going to run out, I think.
Yep, that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter here on Three Borders Sports Network. We're going to the fourth. The Panthers 22, the Cowboys 6. Stay tuned, everybody. We could have an exciting fourth quarter coming up next.
Getting you back to what you love. We are Optimum Rehab. For over a decade, Dr. Tony Egeman has provided physical therapy services for the people of Wahpeton, Breckenridge, and surrounding communities. We're a small practice that sees our patients as individuals. Through hands-on techniques, our patients have their treatment plans tailored to their exact needs. Sprains, sore muscles, back pain, achy joints, rehab following surgery, you name it. Optimum Rehab is your answer. When you need exceptional physical therapy, you need Optimum Rehab.
Welcome back to Breckenridge, Minnesota, everybody. Three Borders Sports Network. I'm Joe Schreiner. He's Brian Watson. And on the camera today, Camden Yards, Kelson. Thanks to everybody for watching and tuning in. Those of you also watching on Red River Communications Cable Channel 28.
Yards is doing the heavy lifting down there.
Yards is doing the heavy lifting out in the wind.
Yeah. He's out there in the elements.
In the elements. But for the end of October, not too bad.
Yeah, it's not too bad at all.
There goes Mason Basil around the left. We see a flag come in, and we'll probably see this one come back here. You know, there's been a lot of laundry on the field today, B-Dub.
Yeah, there has.
Brian Watson, head coach of the Ladies Huskies basketball squad on the North Dakota side. When do you start basketball practice?
18th of November.
18th of November.
Yeah, I can't wait.
And don't the Cowgirls have their first game at about that time?
Basketball?
I think so.
No, not that early.
Let me see.
No.
What is it?
Not that early.
It's in November.
It's in November, but it
22nd.
Yeah, it can't be that. Yeah.
It's the Friday after you start.
Yeah, they start before. They start a little bit before us. I think a week before us, maybe. Minnesota's crazy. They can play a bunch of games.
And same way with volleyball.
Start early.
Girls volleyball, their state tournament is the week of the 7th, 8th, whatever it is. And Wahpeton volleyball is just finishing up their regular season that week. And there goes a handoff to Mason Basil. He's going to round it around the outside, pushing people ahead of him. And Levi Christensen finally pushes him down. As he gets inside the 45-yard line, it'll be third and about 8 or 9.
Yeah, he had the blocker right in front of him, able to follow him, get around the corner, and get back towards the just past the original line of scrimmage. So third and about 8 here, and Cowboys in need of a stop here.
Yes,
I think the Panthers will go for it if they don't pick it up.
And you know it, yeah. I was just going to say, you know it's 4-down territory for the Panthers now into the wind. And it's 3rd and 8.
Wagner at the top of the screen there.
Went, hands it off. Johnson goes straight up the middle, and he pushes the pile forward. He's inside the 35-yard line. It might be a first down. Let's see where they're coming in on the side here, and they're going to mark it right at the 35, so he's going to be a yard short.
Going to be just short, just a dive right up the middle.
Yep. Just like, here we come. This is what we're doing.
Yep.
8-9 yards a carry. You're going to probably do it again just for 1 yard. Either that or, again, a quick snap for Wendt. He did that earlier. Just a quick snap, got up, got a couple yards on the quarterback sneak.
This is a tough one here for the Cowboys. You cannot let Parker's Prairie punch this thing in the end zone, and you're really going to have your work cut out for you.
Clock under 11 minutes to go here in regulation. And here come the Panthers. The back judge has his hand in the air. That means there's less than 10. 5, 4, and a snap. Basil around the left side, and he's going to carry it forward, and here comes the flag.
There's the flag.
Another piece of laundry on the field. That time it came from the white hat himself, and they're going to say holding against the Panthers.
So that one's going to come back, and now going to be 4th and 10. 11.
11 maybe. George finally puts the stick down. It's 4th and 11 from the 45-yard line, so they got to get to the 34 for the first down, which they had on that carry. But, again, another piece of laundry on the field. And hustling, checking in here is going to be Reed Hartman, the offensive line. Also checking in, number 27. Haven't called his number.
And they're going to punt here,
Lenzen.
Joe.
They are punting.
Try and pin him a little bit.
Into the wind, Johnson with the snap. It is not a fake. He kicks it. Nice one, but it's going to go straight up and straight down. Look at that. Cowboys get the roll. And that was touched down there by Brant Bach on the stop.
I mean, a decent kick, Joe.
Into the wind. Yeah, it went straight down, didn't it?
It got going as far as it was going to go, and then it just got blown backwards because the wind is straight out of the south right now and really gusting.
Yep.
And that's as good as you're going to get out of that kick. And it didn't take a Parker's bounce. It started going backwards.
Well,
so it took Cowboys bounce there.
10 minutes, 11 seconds to go here in regulation. The Cowboys 2 possessions behind, but they need to score the 2-point conversion on both possessions. So a huge possession. Again, I don't mean to sound cliche, folks, but it is. As Erlinson takes a pass wide open, J.D. Gomez got to turn on the Jets. He's at the 30, gets across the 20, breaks the foot tackle. 5, touchdown, J.D. Gomez. 71-yard completion from Erlinson to Gomez on that trickeration play.
I'm just going to go into my bag of tricks and see what I can pull out, and the Cowboys pull out a touchdown. How about that, Joe? J.D. Gomez behind the defense, had to wait for that ball to get to him, and he does. Turns on the Jets, able to evade the tackler and takes that thing in the end zone, and that is the big play that the Cowboys needed right there.
And now you talk about a huge 2-point conversion. Again, the 2-point conversions were a rare commodity in the first meeting between these two. The Cowboys had 1. They need this one to stay within a 1-possession game. Kappas going to keep. Goes across the middle, and does he get in? No, he's denied.
That is tough there, Joe.
That going to sting for a little bit here. So the Cowboys still 2 possessions down here. 10 minutes exactly to go in the regulation here in 4th quarter. 22-12. We'll take a short break. We'll be right back after this message.
Comdell Innovation is now hiring production technicians for a variety of shifts with opportunities to make $20 or more per hour. Work in a clean, climate-controlled facility. Second shift, 4 10-hour days, every weekend off, 3:30 p.m. to 2 a.m., and 4-crew rotation, straight days, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., or straight nights, 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. Apply in person or online at ComdellInnovation.com. Comdell Innovation of Wahpeton, an employee-owned company.
Still a 2-possession game, unfortunately, for the Cowboys.
With the wind at your back here, you've got the returnment of the Panthers up around the 30-yard line. I try and kick this thing deep, Joe.
Cooper's at the line there. Cooper hasn't kicked it deep very much. Then it blows off the
Somebody's
tee
going to have to
time.
go hold it.
Yep. After the second one, they make you hold it. So stepping in to hold the football there for Cooper Roberts will be Keith Byler.
You're gonna.
Oh, we're gonna switch that up, and
Switch
here
that
comes
up.
Gavin Hoffert. So Gavin Hoffert will hold. I used to hate doing that. Even in, there's a little two-hopper, and that's covered up at the 42-yard line there by the Panthers, and that was covered up there by Justin Olson. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Panthers at their own 42-yard line.
And if you ever needed a turnover on downs, you need one here. 9:59 to go in the game. And the Cowboys have been able to do it, and you've got to get them off the field, get your defense off the field, get your offense back out there, and see if you can make this thing a game here down the stretch.
Again, Went under center, takes a snap. He'll roll back, hand it off to Mason Basil across the 40. Maybe gets it up ahead to the 43, maybe the 44, tackled by Levi Christensen. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Yeah, Levi doing a good job, good tackle there. Basil not easy to bring down.
Nope. Basil with a 38-yard touchdown run in the first quarter for the Panthers. Put the Panthers on the board first, and he also had the 2-point conversion on that possession, so he accounted for all 8 points.
2nd down here. You need to keep this to a short game. Put them in 3rd and long. They've been going with that dive play here, or they've been able to just run it right up the middle.
Johnson right behind Went, and that's where he puts the ball, and this time he goes off the left side. And the Cowboys meet him at the line of scrimmage. Henry sled it all on the tackle. Riley Kappas was there as well.
They do a good job there. But again, they might come back with it again. They might come back with some of that misdirection, get Basil around the edge. But this is another big one here. We keep saying it, but this is a big 3rd down play here with 8 minutes to go, just over 8 minutes to go. And you just need to get your defense off the field.
3rd and 8. Ball at the 44. They need to get to the Cowboy 48. Went under center. Snap. He'll roll to this side and gives it off to Mason Basil, and he gets across and dives across for a 1st down. Tackled there by Lawson Oliphant, but a little bit too late on that carry of about 9 yards.
Yeah, that's just a well-executed play. You got your big guys up front making room up there, and Basil doing the job, picking up the 1st down, and now the Cowboys just got to turn around and try and do it again. Put them in that 3rd and long situation, or see if you can get a turnover here too as well.
Eli Butts checks in for Jackson Riggs on the defensive line for the Cowboys.
You know it's just going to be on the ground here. You just got to dig in and see if you can win the battle up front.
In motion coming this way, the handoff to Johnson. Gets 3 or 4 yards, cloud of dust.
Johnson doing a good job of keeping that ball covered up. He's got 2 hands on it.
You bet. Johnson looks like he's built pretty good there too, Brian, standing at 5'11", 195. He's pretty stout.
Yeah, he's got no problem running in between the tackles either.
Mm-hmm. Again, use of clock now a big advantage here for Parker's Prairie with 7.5 to go here in regulation. Went under center, takes the snap, turns around, hands it off again to Johnson. And again, 1st down up near the Cowboy 35-yard line.
And good patient running there by Johnson. Just kind of waiting to see where the hole is. Just shifts over a little bit and able to get going up the field. And the big guys up front for the Panthers are really clearing the way right now.
Moving the chains are the Panthers right now. 22-12 lead, 7:05 to go. Went, comes to the huddle, and here come the Panthers. Zach Kep over here on the outside tackle position, the right tackle. Went, takes a snap, again to Johnson around the left tackle side, and he'll get up, carries about 3 yards.
Kappas had a chance there. He was in the backfield early, Riley Kappas, and Johnson able just to skip over and evade that tackle.
Give the offensive line for the Panthers a little bit of shout out here. Trevor Rounds, Jackson Hubling, some big guys up front there along with Zach Kep.
They're doing work right now.
They are. They're just they're moving the line. See who else we got up there if I can read a couple more numbers. As Wendt comes to the offensive, he's going to stand right behind his center. Take a look at the back judge. Did not hold up the sign for 10 seconds yet, but he'll take the snap anyway. Off to Johnson. Now this time he'll go off the right side of the center, and he'll carry it forward for a couple.
So here we go again, 3rd and long. And see if you can keep them in 4th and long and get them off the field.
And the winner goes to the Fargo Dome.
Just over 5 minutes to go. You've got to keep Parkers Prairie out of the end zone here.
Yes.
But at the same time, Joe, you know, the clock is not on your side. You need to get that ball back.
Right. Again, taking their time in the huddle. Back judge has not held up his hand yet for the 10-second sign. There it is. Again, Wendt 5, and he'll snap it at 5, and off goes Mason Basil around the left side, and he'll push the pile forward, and he keeps going and keeps chugging, and he gets an easy first down here for the Panthers.
Yeah, just more of the same. That little counter play there, it's been big for them with Basil, and he just gets going. Those guys up front clear the line and able to pick up the first down again.
West Central area leads New York Mills 28-12 with just a little bit of time left in the first half. 28-12, West Central over Mills.
So Mills trying to get back in that thing. They were
down 22-zip, wasn't it?
Yeah, they were down. They were being shut out early.
Clock continues to wind. This time Wendt looks at the back judge. He raises his hand. Wendt goes under center. Gets the snap, and he'll hand it off this time to the up back, and that was not Johnson. It's somebody else new in there. Let me get his number when he comes up. 28?
That was Ruckheim there.
Okay, Ruckheim. No, it was 28.
28, sorry, not 20.
Zachary Ruckheim. There's 2 Ruckheims. 20 and 28.
2 law firms over there.
Yeah, Ruckheim and
Basil and Basil.
Basil and Basil. There's a Carlson Family Insurance timeout. We'll keep it here, B-Dub. It's a Carlson Family Insurance timeout. Anytime's a good time to see Eric and the crew in 2nd Avenue in downtown Wahpeton. Customer service and satisfaction is their number one goal. So, Brian, we got 4:25 left to go here. In the regulation, the Panthers have the ball on the Cowboys' 19-yard line.
Yeah, you just got to dig in. You got to try and win that battle up
2nd and 9.
front.
Yeah,
2nd and 9 here. The Panthers' front line, they have been doing the job here on this drive and just clearing the way. And Johnson and Basil are being able to pick up the yards that they need. Johnson up the middle with the dive plays, and then you get Basil going around the end there to pick up the chunk yardage and get that first down. And for the Cowboys, it's do or die time here. You've got 4:25 to go, and if the Panthers punch this thing in the end zone, it's going to be really difficult to come back from it. But if you can keep them out and get the ball with some time on the clock, you can make this thing interesting.
Yeah, almost need that takeaway if you can get it. But big Mr. Joseph Johnson there, he covers up the ball pretty well when he carries it, and he's in the backfield all alone behind Wendt, and he'll get the handoff. He'll go up the left side off the left guard. Cowboys meet him there at the line of scrimmage, maybe a gain of 1 or 2.
Yeah, and he's really not, trying to force the thing forward or anything like that, not trying to get any extra yards after contact. He's just trying to take care of the football, cover it up, and see if we can just, push that pile forward and keep that clock running.
Mm-hmm. Checking in for the Parkers Prairie Panthers will be Leighton Gazelle. Called his name yet today, but he's checked into the huddle right now. It's split out wide to the right. Again, Wendt standing and watching, and the 10-second sign goes up, and Wendt will snap. Handoff goes to Basil around the left side, and there goes Mason Basil again for another first down carry. Boy, when you want something to happen, hand it off to Mason Basil.
Yeah, that is the wing tee executed to perfection right there. You just get the wing back in motion. You fake it to the the fullback, and then you give it to the wing back on the reverse. He goes around the corner and picks up the first down.
Did we have a flag? I don't see one.
There's some discussion going on there.
I don't see one, but there is discussion. And
I don't know what they're
either.
talking. I don't know if it's the clock again. Oh, I got personal foul here. Face mask.
Oh, face mask against the Parker's Prairie Panthers.
Oh, there's the flag over there.
There it is. I didn't see it. So they'll mark that one off against the Packers from the spot of the foul.
The Packers?
Did I say it? No. That was just my Norwegian
Was that
accent.
what that was, your Norwegian accent?
Yeah.
Okay.
Even though I don't have a drop of Norwegian blood in me.
We'll let that one go.
Packers. Why would I say that? Oof.
Oh, man.
3:36 to go.
And you're a Vikings fan.
I know.
Hey, how about those Vikes?
What happened to him?
I got a stat for you, too, by the way. No, I got a stat for you on the Vikings loss.
Right,
I really do.
Just wait. Went in the pistol. He's going to run it. Nope. He's going to pull it down, and he'll go up the middle, and it'll be 4th down and long for the Panthers. All right, what's your stat?
So in the broadcast the other night,
yes,
there's a timeout here by the Cowboys, so we can talk about this.
Okay.
So I'm watching the game. I did not watch much of the game, okay? And they started talking about the teams that have lost to the Detroit Lions.
Yes.
Okay.
Did you
see it?
I think I saw that.
And they said that the teams that had lost to the Detroit Lions this year were 4-0 after losing to the Lions. And I said, well, that's going to end tonight. And I'm not even a Vikings fan. And the Vikings turn around and lose. So now they're 5-0. Or 0-5, I'm sorry.
0-5.
0-5.
Yeah.
The teams that have lost to the Detroit Lions this year. They're
all
0-5.
lost the next week.
Yeah, they all lost the next game. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy, isn't it?
Just a crazy stat. I'm like,
okay, Carol Palima is watching from Sioux Falls, watching Three Borders Sports. How about that?
how about that? There we
Carol,
go. Three
thank you
Borders. We
very
got
much.
it going now.
Thanks, Carol. Appreciate it.
How about that?
Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Yeah, 0-5.
I just thought that was crazy. I wish I'd have known that when I filled out my sheet for the week. So
Did you pick the Vikings?
I did. Well, I did. I had to. Everybody in the office did.
3:27 to go. Here we go. It's 4th down and went under center. 4th down and 17. And it goes to Mason Basil. Who else? And he'll scurry up across there, get near the 20-yard line. It'll be 4th down, or it is 4th down, so it'll be a turnover on downs. And the Cowboys will get the ball back.
And now you got to go to work in a hurry. You got 3:20 to go. You need to get this thing in the end zone as fast as you can, and then see if you can get the ball back.
Last time was a trickeration play there for a handoff to David Erlinson. He scrambled out to the right side, threw it down the sideline, and completed it down the sideline to J.D. Gomez.
How big is that?
71.
How big are those extra points right now?
Isn't that something?
And that's, we talked about that the first time and how big they were, for Parkers and not getting them.
Yep.
And now here it is in reverse.
No, it's the other way around. Makes it a 8-point game versus a 10-point game. In motion goes Erlinson. Handoff faked by Vogelbacher. He's got to scramble to his left, gets chased out of the pocket.
And it's going to come back, Joe.
Yep, it's going to come back anyway as Vogelbacher got up near the 40.
I think it might be a block in the back.
Yep, I agree. And I think it might go against Henry.
It's a tough one, too, because he's already by you, and if you're seeing the back of his jersey, you just can't make contact.
Right.
And you just have to live by that rule.
So it's going to go against the Cowboys. We're pretty sure here. We'll see what the call is as Yards has got the camera on the white hat. Personal foul. Ooh.
This is against.
What did I miss?
This is against Parkers.
So I don't know what happened there. Maybe it was something between Henry and that player from Parkers. Didn't really give an indication. He just said it was a personal foul, so there must have been a little extracurricular there somewhere.
Where are they going to mark this off from?
I don't know. From the carry into the
And
run.
they're into the run, yeah.
So they're going to.
It looked like it was a block in the back.
Yeah. I saw the flag come in too, and that's what my first thought was.
It's just personal foul. They just didn't say what it was.
What it was, yeah.
All right, so here we go.
So the Cowboys with 3:12 and counting. Vogelbacher in the gun.
Blitz coming.
Snap. He's going to roll to his right in a pitch to Paul Armitage, a little bit behind him, but Paul's going to make the best of it and gets forward for a gain of 1. And here comes Parker's Prairie getting excited.
Yeah, Wagner doing a good job of holding this position there, stringing that play out and not allowing the runner to get around the corner. And they just pick up a yard there.
And did not allow Armitage to get out of bounds, and the clock continues to run at 2:40 to go.
Yeah, they're fortunate that play was going away from the blitz. And the weak side over there is still able to keep the runner to just a yard gain.
Cowboys need to be quicker here, B-Dub.
Yeah, they do. They need to go hurry up. 2:27 to go. You don't have time to huddle up here.
No, you got to get going. It's a 2-possession game here. Snap high, bobbled by Vogelbacher, pulls it down, pass down the middle, intended for Gomez, just out of the outstretched arms of J.D. Gomez.
Yeah, and he just didn't have enough time to wait and throw that. The defender was coming up the middle, and he had to get rid of it sooner than he wanted to. Otherwise, that play develops, and Gomez is just walking into the end zone.
Yep. So that'll bring up 3rd and 9. Just as important as getting the first down here is getting a score in this possession, but the Cowboys need to get that first down too. It's 3rd and 9.
Yeah, he had pressure up the middle there. I didn't see who was coming, but it was coming fast and furious, and just had to get rid of it sooner than he wanted to.
The good news is the clock stops on the incompletion. 3rd and 9. Ball on the 46 of the Cowboys. Vogelbacher going to scramble to his left, and he looks, throws it down the middle, intended for Levi Christensen, and overthrows everybody. Incomplete.
Yeah, there was 3 guys there. Really nowhere for him to go, and Panthers doing a good job not letting anybody behind that time.
Yeah, Wendt was back deep in coverage.
They had Gomez underneath as everybody went with Christensen, who was deep in the secondary.
Isaac Ruckheim in coverage as well. Brian, it's 4th and 9. You got to get that first down.
Yeah, you got to get the first down here.
Cannot emphasize that anymore. Roberts in between here. Gomez way out wide.
We have not called
timeout Cowboys.
Roberts' name very much at all.
No, they have not gone to that slant pass. We might see that here coming up here because the Cowboys with the wind here on this Carlson Family Insurance timeout. Carlson Family Insurance works for the customers, not the companies. Customer service and satisfaction is their #1 goal. Brian, that slant pass that we've seen so often, and you've only been here once with me, but again, that slant pass, as you know, for Breckenridge has paid off dividends for the Cowboys. Haven't seen it yet today.
No, we haven't. So we'll see what they dial up here. 4th down, you got to find your best, 9-yard play that you have in your playbook. And not only do you have to have the best play, but you've got to execute it. Every single player has to do their job like they've never done it before here because your season is on the line. You got 2:09 to go. And if you're in that huddle, like, listen, guys, this is the one time, in your career where you have to execute to perfection here. We need to pick up these 9 yards and continue this game.
You have to do your job as Vogelbacher brings the Cowboys back for their huddle after they had the huddle in the sideline with Coach Yegi. I was looking at Jordan Christensen. I almost said Jordan's name. But they huddled with Coach Yegi, and we'll see here what the 4th and 9 call is. This is basically the season for the Cowboys.
Blitz coming.
Snap.
They pick it up.
Pass across the middle to Gabe Armitage is complete. And the Cowboys live on to play another set of downs here. Ball at the 42-yard line.
And we talked about perfection, Joe, and that's what it was. The Cowboys pick up the blitz and able to give the quarterback time, and they find Armitage right across the middle, right at the sticks to pick up that first down.
Clock is running. Cowboys.
Got to be in a hurry here.
Got to be in a hurry. 2 minutes to play, under 2 minutes. Cooper Roberts split out wide to the left. Vogelbacher snap. Looks to the left. Looks to the middle. Cooper Roberts in the belly and out. And Cooper dropped one there for about 20 yards.
Yeah, that one just off his hip bone, not able to get his hands on it.
Little bit behind.
Yeah.
But that was a catchable ball.
That was. And he might have had a little bit of room to run there.
Might have.
1:45 to go now.
22-12, a minute 45, 2nd and 10 from the 42-yard line of the Panthers. Again, 2-possession game for the Cowboys. Vogelbacher in the gun to his left. Paul Armitage, he'll fake it.
Blitz coming again.
And
this time they get through.
Yep. And there is big coverage on the defensive side of the ball. In there on the tackle, I think, was number 52, Jordan Bushman.
Yeah, they brought the heat that time. And 1:30 to go now.
And the clock continues to run.
Continues to run. And they huddle up.
Not sure. 3rd and probably close to 20. It's 18, 3rd and 18. Vogelbacher.
Here comes the heat again.
With the blitz. He's going to roll out and slip and
Got
fall.
a flag, though, and it might be a hold, though, I think. Yeah, it's going to be a hold.
Vogelbacher tried to stop. Foot slipped out from underneath him, but the flag was in there anyway. And the flag landed at about the 47-yard line, so they'll mark it off from there. And it is, looks like the white hat is pointing as a hold, and they're going to decline it. They'll take it where Vogelbacher slipped and fell, so now it's going to be at the 40-yard line. And the Cowboys need to get to the 32. So 27, 28 yards is what it is. 4th and 28, 4th in season for the Cowboys for a trip to the Fargo Dome.
Clock running, 53 seconds.
Snap. Vogelbacher goes back and he gets pressured again, and that will be the end of the game right there on that tackle for a loss. As Gavin Basil corrals Trey Vogelbacher, and that will be the end of the season for the Cowboys.
Yeah, just a tough one there, just scrambling around back there. Panthers brought the heat, which is what you're going to do there, not giving any time. And it just breaks down, and Basil gets in there and does the job.
So a couple of victory formations coming up here for the Panthers. 44.7 seconds to go. And again, that offensive line for the Panthers has got to get a lot of credit today.
Yeah, they shut her down when they needed to,
Yep.
and able to march down the field. And hats off to the backfield there, too, with Johnson and Basil.
So 40 seconds to go. The clock is continuing to run. I think they might have to snap it one more time, so they'll do it quick. And that will be your ball game after that, and that will be it. The Panthers are moving on to the Fargo Dome on Friday afternoon. They'll play at 12:30. We'll check the scores, and we'll come back and let you know who they play right after this, and we'll come back with our First Community Credit Union postgame show coming up next right here on Three Borders Sports Network.
Red River Valley and Western Railroad has served North Dakota and Minnesota with over 500 miles of track. Red River Valley and Western handles shipping, freight car repair, storage options, and now transload services. With over 30 years of experience in the railroad industry, they know dependable service is what you strive for. Red River Valley and Western is proud to be a part of the community since 1987.
No matter what time of year, a farmer's relationship with Red River Grain Hefty Seed never changes. Red River Grain Hefty Seed works shoulder to shoulder with area farmers to attain the highest possible profit for you. Red River Grain Hefty Seed has been saving farmers money for years. For all your grain and agronomy needs, stop in or call the friendly staff at 643-3738 or visit them online at redrivergrain.com.
Here at the Amanda Frederick State Farm Agency, we do our best to make insurance a little less insurance-y for you. Hi, this is Amanda, your local State Farm agent. You've probably seen our team out and about volunteering in the community, participating in local events, and just doing our all-around best to support and encourage a healthy, vibrant community. Stop into our office sometime and find out why we've been consistently voted best insurance agency in the Valley and why State Farm has been a trusted household name in insurance for 100 years. We hope to meet you soon.
At OSPTI, our focus is on each individual's therapy needs, whether it be for speech, occupational, or physical therapy services. I'm Becky, a physical therapist at OSPTI, and I love being able to provide that personal care to each person that we see with clinics in Breckenridge, Hankinson, and Fergus Falls. You don't have to travel very far from home. From infants to athletes to adults, you can request OSPTI to meet your therapy goals.
Any bank can tell you they have a rock-solid commitment to agriculture. Bell can prove it. To this day, every Bell Bank branch is partially built with rocks we've picked from our founder's farm. But our roots in ag have grown more than a few offices. They've shaped who we are and formed our entire approach to banking. Let us prove it to you as you grow your farm and prepare your legacy for the next generation. Bell Bank, committed to ag. In Wahpeton, talk to Rick Steckler.
Welcome back to our post-game show, brought to you by First Community Credit Union. Make your dreams affordable with competitive rates and flexible terms with our products. First Community Credit Union. Again, we appreciate everything that all of our sponsors do, and including First Community Credit Union. Maybe I got some dreams I should go talk to them about.
You probably should.
You know,
I think you
I'm
should
at
do
that
that
age where I
you
should
are.
have some dreams.
You are at that age.
Yeah. Well, a tough one here for the Cowboys and the Cowboy fans today as they defeated Parker's Prairie earlier in the season, back in September. But in the matchup here during the Section 6A tournament, Parker's Prairie comes in as the number 3 seed and it upsets the number 2 seed 22-12. A tough one for the Cowboy fans and the Cowboys today.
I mean, just, we talked about it earlier when the two teams met of how evenly matched they were. It was a good football game, just a 2-point game. And then even in the seedings, Parker's had the advantage in the QRF, but because of the head-to-head win, the Cowboys get the home field advantage. And 2-3, you could flip these things around for either team or whatever. And then they come out here and they play a good football game. And it was sort of the opposite, a different score, but really kind of the opposite of the first game. The Cowboys, the Panthers, in the first game couldn't punch it in after scoring. And that ended up being the difference in the game. And here, the Cowboys couldn't punch it in. They put 2 in, but the penalty took the points off the board.
Yep.
Just think about that. If you get those 2 points and now you're trying to drive down the field, you're in position to tie this thing up if you can.
Yeah.
So those 2-point attempts really hurt the Cowboys. And then it was the turnover. Where you got the stop that you needed just before the half, and then you turn around and you turn it over and you give the Panthers the ball back, and then they're able to take it into the end zone. It's just 1 or 2 plays here that make a big difference come playoff time. And unfortunately for the Cowboys, the 2 plays that you didn't want happened on your side of the ball.
Yep. It just didn't go the way the Cowboys needed it to go today. Again, Mason Basil with a 38-yard touchdown run, then a 38-yard touchdown pass from Went to Steidel in the second quarter made the halftime score 15-0 in favor of Parker's Prairie. Then Erlinson comes out after it was a 71-yard run for David Erlinson. The pass failed after a holding penalty, as Brian said and mentioned. But that 71-yard run by Erlinson, it looked like it might have been a direct snap.
I don't know what it was. I'm going to have to go back and look at it because it was a pile up in the middle. And like I said, I don't know if it was a direct snap, if it was a Fumbarooski or whatever. But he went in there and then bounced out, and everybody was bunched up in the middle. And he went around the end and able to beat everybody to the end zone.
So a 71-yard touchdown run, a highlight there for the Cowboys. And then at the 2:35 mark, the Panthers came back from Went to Steidel for a 10-yard touchdown pass, and Johnson with the kick. He had a couple of kicks that were successful for Johnson. And then in the fourth quarter, again, a little bit of trickeration from the Cowboys here as Erlinson came out of the halfback option, and he threw it to J.D. Gomez for another 71-yard touchdown for the Cowboys, and that was your final score. The Cowboys failed to convert that 2 points on that one as well, and it was a 22-12 final score.
Yeah, the Cowboys needed one more trick play. I mean, they went into the bag of tricks and pulled everything out, and were able to get into the end zone. But here's the deal, Joe. Parker's Prairie, hats off to them. This is a good football team.
Yep.
They're well coached, and that front line can do some damage. and they've got a good set of backs, and they run their offense. They line it up. Hey, this is what we run, and we're going to run it, and they run it to perfection. And this team's going to be a tough out. It looks like West Central's going to win that game, so they're going to go on to face the 1 seed. But I don't know, dude. That's a tough team. It's going to be a tough out, and Parker's Prairie is rolling right along here.
Parker's Prairie moves on to play in the Fargo Dome next Friday afternoon at 12:30. Again, they look like they're going to take on West Central area. And again, my app isn't updating for me, but that
you know how to work that thing?
Yeah, I do. I think I do.
You got to get off that flip phone.
So that's going to wrap it up here for the Cowboys football season as they fall again 22-12. Cowboys had a good year.
A really good year. Yeah. I mean, you hate to end. Yeah, there's only a few teams that get to end their season on a win.
Yep.
Okay, but it's a good football season. Maybe even overachieved a little bit. They put together something good after maybe a little bit of a slow start, and we'll see what happens next year. They have some pieces, and we'll see if they can get her done next year.
I know the fans and, of course, everybody was hoping to get back to that Fargo Dome game, including Camden Yards Kelson. He wanted to get back to the Fargo Dome, didn't you, Yards? Yep, he's nodding his head, thumbs up. So, again, it's too bad for the Cowboys, but guess what? The Cowgirls are still playing volleyball. We're going to have that on Tuesday night.
We've got more tournament action coming up, so Tuesday night we turn our attention to the Cowgirls. And that's going to be a battle, too. They go up against Hillcrest, team that knocked them out of everything last year. And over the last couple of years, that's becoming a bit of a rivalry on the volleyball court.
Absolutely.
And Hillcrest and the Cowgirls, they're going to put on a show on Tuesday night.
So then on Wednesday next week, we've got a special event, and you had Noel Eckroth on at your halftime show last night to talk about that.
Yeah, we'll be
event.
over at Wahpeton High School on Wednesday morning. The American Civics Party will be holding their national convention.
That's a pretty cool deal.
It is.
Yep.
It really is. So Noel came on the program last night at halftime, talked a little bit about it, and with the election coming up, it's good preparation.
Absolutely.
The kids get to learn about the government and how things work, and I think it's pretty cool. My daughter's involved in this.
Oh, cool.
And she turns 18. She's going to be able to vote this year. So there's a lot of stuff going on.
Turn 18 before
before November.
The
So at the end of the month here. So it's going to be good.
Is Dad influencing her on the vote?
No, she makes up her own mind.
Okay.
Yep.
Good for her. All right, and then let's see what else. We got a coaches show that Wednesday night too.
Yeah, we'll have the coaches show. Hopefully we'll get Coach Yagi, and we can get caught up with cross country. We can get Coach Gilbertson. The Huskies are in the playoffs, so there's a lot going on. We'll hopefully get talk to Coach Kruger, and hopefully Coach Rickles. So the end of the Lady Huskies volleyball season coming up here. Yep. So a lot going on Three Borders, and hopefully people tune in and catch what we have coming up.
All right, then maybe Friday we might be traveling to Valley City. We have yet to be determined.
Correct. I mean, we might be going to Valley City. We'll have to see what happens. We don't know
availability
and things like that. So, and that will be for the Huskies football game.
Yep.
And the Huskies in the playoffs, like we said, they have to travel to Valley City, a team that they beat earlier in the season. So they'll have to go on the road and see if they can do what Parker's Prairie did, go on the road, get a win in the playoffs.
So there you go, and that's on Friday. Then maybe on Saturday, that's to be determined. The Cowgirls might be playing in the section championship game back in Fergus Falls on Saturday if they win Tuesday.
And if they can pull that thing off, that's going to be a raucous environment. We've been over there before.
That's crazy.
And it is just crazy. It's a great environment for high school volleyball, and the girls, the ladies really put on a show, all the teams that are playing over there in Fergus Falls, and hopefully the Cowgirls will be a part of that this year.
And before, we've had to have our camera set up in the corner, but this year I think we can get a camera set up normal this year, I think. Can't we?
Yeah, we'll be able to be center.
Yep.
Center cut there. So.
All right. So that's our schedule for next week. Again, the Cowboys falling here, and the football squad is done for the season. Seniors for the football squad, their last game was at home at least, and the playoff season has ended. So for everybody here at Three Borders Sports Network, for Camden Yards Kelson down there on the camera, for Brian Watson, I'm Joe Schreiner. Everybody at Three Borders Sports Network, we wish you well. We'll see you Tuesday night from Fergus Falls, Minnesota, for some Cowgirl volleyball action. Again, the Cowboys falling to Parker's Prairie 22-12. Good luck to Parker's Prairie in the Fargo Dome on Friday. Good night, everybody.
And Dawson with the home